He's just like has always been his own dude. Like he's never, and like he dresses like that, but like he just doesn't like. He never mentions it, never brings it up. It's like just never a topic of conversation. He's not doing it for attention. He just does it because that's just how he rolls, bro.
That's hard.
Like that's why I fucking love him, dude. He's a free spirit.
Yeah, a free-spirited one.
He had the hottest girlfriend back in the day too. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's still not. He's not with her anymore. But god damn, dude. I was like, good for you, bud. Like she was like this gothed out, like just hot fucking. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I'm like hanging out with the pigs I was hanging out with. I was like, God damn it, Dan.
You're slam pigs.
Yeah, slam. There's a fucking term I haven't heard in a long time. Fucking slam pigs.
Fucking Sam Talent said it. I was like, wow, he knows slam pig too. Of course.
Dude, he busted out one that I hadn't heard in a while, Southmouth. On his fucking
yes.
special. I was like, I thought that was just a regional thing here. Holy shit, dude. I didn't know that made Colorado.
He's full of them.
Southmouth and Ham Wallet were my favorites back in the day.
That's one thing I love about that dude. He's full of them.
He is. He's a fucking character, dude. But I got are we rolling?
Yeah.
I got something for the Edible Diaries. I guess I don't really need a cheat sheet for this, but I want to make sure I got it right because this is a really in-depth one.
This is our esteemed guest. And our other esteemed guest.
You gotta add somebody into the clips. Just add put like fucking
Probably Elliot
and Clark Beavis. Yeah.
I was just looking through my photos today.
Cut and paste Murrow from like another episode.
I was just looking through my photos.
Cut out of Mike Murrow.
My photos today, and I still had that picture of Clark drinking the beer in Murrow's hand when Murrow was wearing the hot dog costume.
Dude, Clark's got a problem, dude. He needs to talk to somebody.
First of all, this show is awesome. And second of all, he does.
Clark has a problem. He needs to address it. I mean, I know I'm not really one to throw stones, but Clark, man, fix your life, bro. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm tired of it. But, so I was high the other day, and I was singing to this one.
Hi.
Hi. Because I was looking at IAFD, as I do, you know, because I was doing research for an upcoming bit that I'm still working on. And there was, like, I found this thing is like the porn star dudes that I remember from back in the day. I like to go through their whole, I keep wanting to call it a discography, but that's not what it is, a filmography, and see if they ever did the gay for pay route or anything like that. And a good amount of them did. But it was funny, like the ones like it was more rare to find guys who haven't. So I was thinking, I want to make gay porn. That's what I want to make. Just dude on dude porn, right? And I want to find out. I want to poll all the dudes who watch gay porn. Like, who are the ones you want to come over from straight porn into gay porn? Like, who's like your holy grail? 2 dudes I want, right? And I'm going to build up. First, I'm going to build a name for myself, just making these like great, actually cinematic dude on dude fuck films, right? So really just get my name out there, right? Maybe I'll get like, let's say 10 like really highly rated gay porn movies under my belt. Like just, I'm the fucking the director. I'm the fucking Tarantino of gay porn, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to promise for like my 13th movie, you know, and shout out because of Millard Fillmore, 13th president. I'm going to say, look, I've read all the comments. I've read all like the correspondence you guys have given me, like all the feedback. I'm going to get your 2 holy grails and I'm going to get them to fuck each other on film for my 13th film. That's my fucking...
That's your magnum opus.
You know how like Quentin Tarantino's like, oh, after your
10th movie,
he's out? That's going to be my bow out. Is I'm going to finally like drop this holy grail on these guys, on like the gay community. Like, here you go. I retire. Drop the mic, you know, just like, and I retire with a flawless filmography.
Damn,
right?
you could even call it the Holy Grail.
There you go. See, it fucking writes itself.
Exactly.
But so
really good at this.
So once I get that figured out, but what it is, it's going to be, I'm going to kind of throw like a little slide thing at it though. It's like the whole script of the movie is going to be these 2 guys are straight, right? But they've been doing straight porn so long, but they've never actually realized they're gay until they got into a room with each other, and then all of a sudden they were questioning themselves and all that. But the thing is, they've been doing straight fucking so long that they have no idea how to do gay sex, right? So
magnetic attraction.
they have no idea
chemistry.
No idea how to fuck another dude. They couldn't possibly fathom a dick and a butt. They don't understand how it works, right?
Well, they do, but
No, yeah, but not dude butt, right? They just like
it's different. It's the same but different.
So this is where this is where it gets silly.
This is where okay.
So these two guys are gonna be on there, and they're like we're so like attracted to each other, but we don't know how to express it or follow through on it because we're fucking straight dudes. We're fucking alpha male as hell, right? We don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
So instead of like making out, they just start by tickling. They're like, this is what we do, right? We just start tickling. Like they just grab each other's foot and like deedly, 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 like underneath of it. And then like since they don't really know what else to do, they just spread their both of them spread cheek, right? Like they kind of just spread their cheeks and they start bumping their assholes together, right?
Like they're scissoring.
Yeah, but not even. They're both standing, but they're like starting from other ends of the room and just running and just butthole to butthole, like from across the room each other. Just like, "Wah!"
Like ass jousting.
You know how like, yeah, or like how like those dudes used to fight battles back in the day and they just kind of meet in the middle and just like, bap, you know, just butthole and butthole.
Yeah, in formation.
And then that's all that happens. And because the whole film is just like leading up to the scene where they finally fuck, right? And so that's going to end when they keep bumping their assholes together like that until finally it comes together and you just hear like that. Perfect suction, butthole to butthole, and they can't separate. And then it says to be continued with a question mark and a rose underneath of it. And then the movie's over.
A rose.
The movie's over, dude. And I'm knowing like I'll never make the sequel because I've retired. So I think it's gonna be funny shit to build up all the tension like all these dudes have been wanting to see on film for years. And all they see is just two dudes Spartan charging each other butthole first and just smacking cheeks together, just like, wah, and tickling each other. I think that it's not funny now that I say it out loud, but at the time I was fucking cackling so hard just thinking about two like just brolic ass like muscle dogs just spread cheeks running butt first at each other and just pounding each other's like butthole to butthole. It was just making me laugh so fucking hard, dude.
I wonder if the sound would be like when you cup your hands together.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Like if you're, or like if you're trying to do like pretend like you're like a galloping horse. Like one of those.
This is Foley.
And when the buttholes finally meet and get that like that vapor lock.
I thought a horse was in the room.
Like when it finally gets like that vapor lock and they seal together, it was like when you make the fart noise by pushing your palms together, it'd be like that. And all of a sudden, and they both look up at the same time and go, uh-oh. And then it's like, yeah, I thought it was funny shit. And then like it says, to be continued question mark with a rose underneath of it, it'll fade to black and you'll roll credits. And then at the end, you'll see there's a guy coming in, like walking up to the door of the room where they're at. And he's just got like a crowbar over his shoulder. He's like, here we go again. And it's just like,
shit.
Insinuating that he's going in there to pry them apart, I just thought that'd be fun. And then just have like the whole gay community just wanting to beat the shit out of me.
Wait, was the
for not following through?
Was the crowbar guy a post-credit scene?
Yeah, like know how like at the end of the Avengers movies,
Marvel, yeah,
when like Nick Fury would show up and recruit somebody, it'd be like that.
His little beeper went off, and it was the what's her fucking
Captain
name?
Marvel,
Captain Marvel symbol.
Yeah, this time it was just be a guy like a poor like working class schlub with a crowbar. Like, here we go again, or. Anyway,
it's always the working class.
It was fun.
They get the short end of the stick. Man, that's
it's
another
just like
title.
Imagine like, dude, like you're like, oh, dude, all these gay dudes is at home, just like, dude, fucking finally, bro, they finally got so and so to like just go at it, dude. I'm so stoked, and it's like,
and the stars have to be making the con circuit too to promote the movie,
but like. Nobody swear on the secrecy until after the movie's done being shown.
Yeah, everyone's getting NDAs.
And I'll be retired, and I'll go into like hiding, or, become a recluse, right? So they won't find me. So the only people that'll get any kind of fallout from this will be the two stars. They're like, but you didn't fuck him. I was like,
Not my creative choice.
And I just think that's because I don't think a single one of those dudes would be like, ha, touche, director, touche. None of them would be like, I'm going to fuck this dude up. And like, honestly, they're all jacked as hell, so they probably would be able to do it quite easily.
Oh, maybe.
Honestly, I'd gladly get beaten to death by a gay dude out of anger if I got to have that chuckle, like see it through.
You'd die happy.
I'd be like, you know what? You guys earned this death. Go ahead, just kill me. There you go. I went out on a fucking zinger. I'm happy with it. Yeah. But now, if I ever do actually get into directing gay porn, like I've already revealed my hand and
when
yeah,
you get into it.
It's not a matter of if, it's just when. I think I could write good gay porn movies.
How hard can it be? Number one. Well, maybe it is hard. Maybe that's the art. But number two, you have all this creativity and imagination in your head.
Thank
You've been your own company for long enough.
Oh, dude. You know all those fucking cancel culture dorks that are like, you can't make movies like that anymore. What if I brought back like the 1980s screwball comedy, the ones that are just completely irreverent and shit, right? And made them like the most top-notch, like on the level of like Animal House, Meatballs, fucking Porky's, all those movies, just that level of like raunchy comedy, right? But, and like got all the fucking just like dorks that are like, oh, the woke mob, all those ding-dongs, got them all riled, like, oh, there's real comedy movies are back.
Yeah.
But then I also made them gay porno movies. So I combined both of those things. So I was like,
two birds.
So yeah, there's screwball, like sexual hijinks going on, but it always ends with two dudes banging. I'm like, oh, I thought you guys wanted this. I thought this was the kind of movie you guys wanted to come back. And then I give it to you on a silver fucking platter, and you turn your fucking nose up at it. Who the fuck do you think you are?
It's like Kingpin, but instead of
but
putting
Big Ern McCracken is filling cracks in. Yeah.
Instead of Big Ern putting Woody Harrelson's hand in the ball return, he puts it in his ass.
Straight up his butt. And the part where he's like fucking going down on that old lady, instead of an old lady, just an old man.
Yeah.
Just pulling white pubes out of his teeth. I would be fucking great. Or just like completely remake the old movies, like line for line, but just do it with like gay porn stars and have them just fucking rogering each other. It'd be fucking so funny.
Those movies are so funny.
They are. It's like completely remake Revenge of the Nerds, but just all the nerds fuck each other.
There's no questionable rape scene. There's only
dude on dude consensual
only
bang.
consent. Yes.
Even booger, dude.
Just backpacking each other.
Instead of that whole line where he's like, "What the fuck are lobster crawls?" He's like, "What the fuck are rifle crawls?" You know, it's like, "Fuck yeah, booger." Dude, I thought this is what you fucking guys wanted. You're all worried about snowflakes. You know, I give you the movies you want to see.
I love that.
That's a fucking great idea.
Man, we're putting this out for free right
now. Just like, it's exactly what they want, comedy wise, but there's just so much dude on dude fucking. You're like, all right, let's test their thresholds. Because like there's some movies, you know, like I think if I did like one dude on dude scene in a movie, they'd be like, you know, that part was kind of but the rest of it was fucking hilarious. And then each subsequent movie that I put out and make, I just add, like the first one has one scene, right? And I'm not talking just like insinuation or just like soft, you know, just like maybe their jeans are around their, you know, ankles, whatever. No, I'm talking full on upfront penetration, balls smacking balls.
Yeah. Full
on hardcore pornography. So the first week I do one, second week I do two, and then just keep ramping it up.
Remake Major League, and make sure Wild Thing hits somebody in the throat with a baseball.
They call me really hate because I play like maze and I love to blow gays. Like, yes, dude, fuck yeah. I would do it just for the Pedro Serrano scene, dude. It's like I say, fuck you, Joe Boo, and then he fucks Joe Boo. Like, yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Hell yes, dude. That fucking writes itself.
We got like fucking 10 movies to go. or like
just go to like IMDb's like top 25 comedies of all time and remake them all with just dude on dude hardcore fucking in them.
fuck yeah.
It'd be funny if it wasn't like anything leading up to it. Like it's not like the two male leads in the movie like develop a relationship or anything like that. It's just out of nowhere, two dudes just start fucking each other. It's just completely out of left field, no lead up to it. It's just like, what? They were just fucking hanging out like at Wendy's together. Now all of a sudden they're blowing. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, dude.
At Wendy's.
That'd be so fucking fun. I want people to walk out of the theaters like, did you see the scene? Because I wouldn't know if I imagined that or not. But I'm pretty sure those dudes were just fucking blowing each other's backs out.
That's so awesome.
It is fun.
Does it have to be just comedies? Are we going to get into sci-fi too?
Well, I want to start at comedies, and then once because I figure at first I'm only going to have I'm going to have a modest budget, right? Now, if I start making tons and tons of money off of it, sure, let's go sci-fi, let's go horror,
drama, thriller.
Well, I'd probably go drama and thriller before I go sci-fi or horror because you don't really need like a special effects budget for dramas and shit. You know?
No, I want to see you.
No, dramas. Now, dramas, it would just be like Brokeback Mountain with full penetration.
I'm talking
You know
about
what I mean?
like maybe a thriller. I'm thinking of Max Cady and Cape Fear, but instead of
he gets Richard Gere down on and just fucking starts pounding away.
Exactly.
And honestly, dude, anybody who watches and listens to this podcast, if you homosexuals, I want you guys to let me know how hot was Robert De Niro's bod in Cape Fear, dude.
I was just thinking about that.
Dude, he was fucking cut, dude. I think that noise is my phone.
With his big ass fucking crucifix back piece.
Yeah, dude, and he had like fucking like 9-pack abs. I was like, dude,
yes, he
all
did.
right, calm down, Bobby.
Well, there's nothing to do in jail but work out.
Yeah, so I figure I'll start with like comedies, then maybe go thriller, and then I'll start once I get like a budget and like financiers behind me, I can do like fucking like big explosion action.
Yeah, you need the good special effects.
I can do sci-fi.
Space and stuff.
I think my final one would be something like an Avatar, where like it's just two blue dudes just fucking hammering away.
And it comes out in the year 3030.
Yeah, instead of making other movies that people want to see, I'm making 9 Avatar sequels where the blue guys fuck each other.
And they come out once every 12 years.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
They come out once every cicada season.
I want it to be the movies to be so good that even heterosexual men have to like fucking, they can't talk shit. They still got to be like, other than the butt fucking, it's a pretty fucking sick movie, dude. You know what I mean? I want to do that. Oh, dude, how great would it be? Like a buddy cop film, like a big budget buddy cop film along the lines of like Lethal Weapon, right?
Buddy cock.
Yeah. And then it's like, he saved the other guy's life, he took a bullet for him. And like while he's recovering from the bullet in the hospital, they just start fucking on a hospital bed. You're just like, what? Why? And I was like, yeah, why not, dude?
Animal magnetism, that's why.
Like, why not, dude? It's 2024. Why don't you guys fucking come around, dude?
Chemistry, that's why.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, think of Lethal Weapon. How far away were Riggs and Murtaugh from just fucking each other? I think if Murtaugh wasn't married and had a family, I think him and Riggs would have been fucking.
Yeah.
I mean,
damn, I want to watch Lethal Weapon today.
I think Murtaugh would have to be the pitcher and Riggs would have to be the catcher. Just because I think, because Murtaugh was always, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah.
So
he's the old school.
Yeah. So like Riggs, he was the young buck.
Exactly.
So he'd have to be taking it up the ass because
virile.
Because then Murtaugh could just fuck him in the ass at his own pace, and he wouldn't, he'd be able to recover better.
Well, he probably also knows how to make love.
Oh, true.
He's probably a great lover. He has lots of experience.
A lot of cradling his face and just like, holding him closer.
Silky, soft skin.
Oh, dude. I mean, if I was getting pounded in the ass by a dude, I'd want it to be the baritone voice of Danny Glover whispering into my ear while it was happening.
I'd feel like everything would be okay.
Riggs, they got millions, billions, fucking Donald Trump lotto. Like, yeah, dude. That'd be fucking great. And you just like break that rookie in, dude. Break that young bull cop in, dude.
Hold on to his feathered mullet.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck his hair was.
No, it was a feathered mullet. You're 100% right. Yeah.
I don't know what the style was called.
Wearing cowboy boots with for some reason. You know, like
Why not? You know,
you're in a beach town. I think it was Los Angeles or whatever. It's like, why are you running down the street in cowboy boots?
damn.
Doesn't make any sense.
Now I want to remake Point Break.
Oh, that just writes itself. Because honestly, look, dude, the dead presidents.
Dead presidents. Johnny Utah.
Was it dead president or the ex-presidents?
The dead presidents.
Yeah. So you figure
No, it was the ex-president. We are the ex-presidents.
because Dead Presidents was that movie Dead Presidents.
Dead Presidents.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you figure about this. Like they've just robbed that bank, right? They've just pulled off the heist.
Rock and roll.
They're back at the fucking hideout, you know, the meetup place, the stash house, whatever.
Surf spot.
They're still running on fucking hard ass adrenaline. You know, they're counting up the take and shit like that. What's the better way to cap it off than a bunch, just like a 4-way dude fuck?
And Johnny Utah is all like, fucking, Lori Petty is hot, but this is just.
I mean, honestly, that movie, Lori Petty was kind of a dude. I'd still fuck her, but you know what I'm saying.
Then call me gay.
Yeah. I mean, I have before. I might as well do it. Yeah. Oh, well, even then, Lori, just make her one of the boys, dude. Like, here, have a strappy.
Fuck it.
Have a strappy, dude. Go peg happy, dude. Live life.
Well, she did play the part in Orange is the New Black.
Oh, I've never actually watched that show.
It's good.
And as much as I love lesbians, I figure I should watch that.
It's good.
And it has the redhead from the 70s show. That Amazon princess.
With her sultry. Oh, man, her voice just.
You guys have the same voice, actually.
I don't think so. I think hers is deeper than mine.
Yeah, dude. You don't have the Scientology behind it. That's why.
Ah, that must be it.
Yeah.
And fucking, like all the Latinas in that show. I'm
it's
looking at you, Daya.
And it's the hot Latinas, too. Like the ones that will stab you.
That's right.
Oh, bless them.
They have. And
bless them. I don't know what it is about, like, bull dykes. For some reason, I'm just like, yo, hell yes, dude. Like, I love you. Take all my belongings. You know.
I don't remember what the hell the black-haired one's name is.
I don't know.
The really big, bull, for lack of a better word, bull dyke in that show. She's not a comic, but she's like around comedy. Whatever.
I remember one
she's
of
on
them.
the show.
I think one of them started like a nu metal band.
And
did like tours with fucking Biohazard and shit.
One of the Latinas did
Yeah.
that, yeah.
She was Spanish. I don't remember her name or what the name of her band is.
It's escaping me right now.
Someone
too.
will have it. Wait, I think the last name is like Pimento or some shit like that. Anyway.
I'm more of a plantain guy.
I don't know. For some days about just really boyish women, I'm just like, yeah, dude. Just like girls like that I know can like just fucking choke me out. I'm like, all right, dude, I fucking love you. Like, take all my belongings. Beat me up.
Sink in that rear naked choke, if you will.
Yeah, dude, just kick me in the chest really hard. Right in the sternum. God bless you and all your endeavors.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. Damn. Now I might have to start watching that show.
It's good.
I probably won't, though.
Nah, but
It's television.
I don't like it's there. I don't need to push it any further than it's ever been pushed.
Because it's
good.
like the reason I want to watch that show, xvideos.com exists. You know what I mean? It's like, and I can pick and choose which lesbians I see.
It's right there.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, yeah, that girl's hot and all, but April O'Neil. Angela White. All right, come on. Let's not fucking, let's say what it is. Let's go for what we want. Let's go for the A team.
Well,
let's go for the Abella Dangers. You know what I mean?
Well, back to the porn thing, or the gay porn thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't know what the actor's name is who played Nikki Sabaka in The Wire. Not Ziggy, but his like drug dealing brother, the tall one with the big nose.
Oh, it's Pablo Schreiber.
He's in Orange is the New Black too.
His brother is Liev Schreiber.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they're brothers.
But yeah, he's in Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, he rules. He's a good actor.
He does a good job in that show as a prison guard that you really don't fucking like, and they call him Porn Stash.
Nice. It'd be funny if they called him that and he didn't even have a mustache.
It just sticks.
Just you're just Porn Stash. Like, why? Like, why not? Like, just fucking deal with it, dude. You got a nickname. I would just be happy to have a nickname, tell you the truth.
Yeah, especially a good one like that.
Because I've always ever had the names like Fat Fuck, Doughboy and shit like that. I want something, more thought out.
I mean, I have one.
What?
I'm Deadballs.
Oh.
Deadballs is a great nickname.
Only thing I ever heard is you call me the baby.
Yeah, it's how I refer to you behind.
I got to
your
go
back.
pick up the baby.
Exactly.
Well, yeah,
It's the,
behind my back, but you told me about it.
it's the best
So
way
it's
to
not really behind my back.
I don't need to refer to you.
Yeah.
I don't need to address you as the
Yeah.
baby. I refer to you as the baby.
Yeah.
You know, I got to be responsible
I'm not
for you.
I'm not even mad about it. I do wobble when I walk.
You gotta
You know?
watch him sometimes.
I got doughy legs.
Make sure he doesn't get piss all over himself or the floor, or whatever.
That's also very likely. Yeah.
I thought it was apropos.
Oh, speaking of baby things, I woke up the other night. It was probably like 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to shit. So I'm sitting there, I'm shitting like you do.
Yo, babies be shitting.
I'm
too.
sitting there shitting like you do, right? I'm like nodding out on the toilet. I'm like, all right, you got to get up. You got to get up. Don't fall asleep on the toilet.
God.
Stop falling asleep. Get up, wipe your ass, go to bed, go back to bed, right? So I start wiping my ass, right? And I'm like, something's wrong. And
no.
what it was is, you know how you take toilet paper off the roll, you wad it up or you fold it up and then you wipe your ass, right?
Always fold.
Right? See, I skipped one step and I was wiping my ass with my bare hand. And I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ. So then, I spent the next like 45 minutes like auto detailing my hand. Just fucking, dude, I used body wash, bar soap, my mom's smell good bar soap, and just anything I can get hit my hands on, I was just fucking scrubbing my hand.
Damn, that's serious?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, in a moment of darkness, I've been in someone who's been on this podcast's bathroom.
Right.
And they were out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
And there was none under the sink, and there was none in the drawers, and there was none in the closet. So I used my hand. And then I washed the shit out of my hand.
Yep.
But I'll tell you two things. My hand was spick and span afterwards, but so was my butthole.
Because the thing is like,
it's a great wipe.
The last thing you want to do is like, then you wake up, the next time you wake up, for like, to start your day, whatever. First thing you do, you're wiping the crust out of your eyes, and all of a sudden you smell shit on your fingers. You're like, no, God damn it.
Unacceptable.
Day's ruined. Yeah, so that happened the other day.
It didn't even start yet. And it's already fucked up.
I wasn't happy about that. But
I understand the wiping with the hand thing, though.
Well, you had an excuse, though. There was no toilet paper available.
And I had also just blown the bathroom up, so I'm not going to be like, hey, just blew the bathroom up. No toilet paper?
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's what am I to yell at somebody? You're like, come bring me paper. And you're like, everybody's sleeping.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ. I also found a lump on my balls.
On
my balls. Yeah. So I got to go get that looked at on Friday. So I get to have a dude stare at my nuts.
Remind me to never get old. What a nightmare.
Well, meh.
What is meh?
I don't know. I had nothing. I was like, well, then I'm like, wait, I don't have anything to say after well. So I just said, meh. You know how it is sometimes.
Yeah, you just...
Yeah. You give up on your own inner thoughts. Yeah. I was just fucking scratching my nuts,
As you do.
Before I got into the shower. And I was like, wait a minute. That's not supposed to be there. Yeah. So I'm like, I got to go get that looked at.
I
Hopefully
thought
it's something like an ingrown hair or something.
99 times out of 100, it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't shave my balls, so I don't know how it could be an ingrown hair.
Sometimes they just happen.
True.
And they're the worst fucking thing. I had one on the inside of my thigh.
Yeah, I was bothering you for a while.
Yeah, right at the spot where my thigh meets my nuts, pretty much. Or right the crease of my leg.
So when you're walking, it's just rubbing. It's like, ugh.
It's only like this big.
That's all it needs.
Eventually it went away. But I thought I had 2 lumps on my balls, but they were just healed scar tissue from my operation. And they're just tough little bugger.
Just tough little guys.
Scar tissue.
Just little fellers hanging out.
Right on the back of the bag.
How great would it be if you had 3 nuts and one was just fucking all scar tissue?
I'd want one to be a golf ball.
Aw.
So I could play with it sometimes.
That'd say Titleist on the front of it.
I would get a zipper surgically attached so I could take it out sometimes.
Tight, dude. That's fucking sick, dude.
Right?
It is.
I'd always have a ball to play with.
There was a dude I used to work with.
In waiting rooms.
He always compare like people that smelled bad to smelling like an open nut sack. and just he never went further
What does
into
that mean?
detail. Exactly, but it's for some reason it's still hilarious to me.
Uh,
He smells like an open nutsack. I'm like,
open nuts.
fuck yeah, dude, that fucking rules. I stole it, of course, and beat it into the ground like I do sometimes, but it was funny to me at that point in time. It smelled like an open nutsack.
Open nutsack.
Open nutsack.
Now, is it like an open air nutsack market, or is it like a flayed open?
Like someone did like an incision on your balls, and then just kind of instead of just leaving the incision open, they kind of just like butterflied it.
They spill them out.
They butterflied it like a nice fucking like cutlet.
See, if I'm having a stinky ball day, I could see that being pretty awful.
Mm.
But if I'm not dead yet and my balls aren't rotting, maybe. I don't know.
You know what's weird? Sometimes like stinking, you stink after work. You know, you just stink. You've been sweating all day.
Often.
But some reason, every time I smell ball stink when I come home, I'm like,
Yeah,
hilarious.
same.
If I smell like anything else, I'm just like, oh, it's disgusting. Oh my God, what the fuck? You know, I like get all bent out of shape about it. Because I've told you before, I had that thing about how much I hate thinking that I might be the smelly one in the room. You know, it's a fat guy thing. But for some reason, like
You're smell conscious.
sometimes when you're like, yo, my balls stink, and you're just like, yeah, they do.
Yeah, ball stinking is funny.
It is funny. No one will ever appreciate it, but dudes. But
Have you ever gotten a nice handful and then put it on a friend's nose?
no, I actually like my friends, so I would never do that.
I've done that.
Just smell like a Whopper. Yeah, just oniony.
It's
Yeah.
really rude to do, but
Yeah.
it's funny.
No, I never like. That's one thing. Like I'll do awful things to my friends, but one things I'll never do is like when they pass out, put my dick on their forehead and
See,
shit like that. I never did stuff like that.
I'm morally opposed to fucking with people while they sleep.
Yeah, I won't do anything involving piss and shit with them either.
Nah, that's a bridge too far.
Yeah.
And it's often not funny. It's just
Like
gross.
I'll fart on my friends.
That's hilarious.
Like fart, throw it at them, or burp and blow it in their face. That's funny. But like when it comes to like smack them with your dick, first off, I just have a small dick, so it's like, how can I really smack them and have them notice that it happened? You know what I mean?
I don't want to get my dick 60% hard to even do that. That's a whole fucking to do anyway.
Yeah, seriously. Just so I can smack them with the mushroom cap. Like,
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
And then what?
Though it was funny, I had a friend of mine. He was he was our Tom at the time, like the token guy with a big dick in the group of friends.
Our Tom. I
He
just
was our
got
Tom.
that.
You know, and what he would do is he would take his dick out, and you know, like you're walking and your arms are swaying side by side, you know, right? He would come up and place his dick in your hand from behind.
That's really funny.
So you just be walking, like not thinking anything, just talking, you know, just whatever, and all of a sudden something's in your hand, and you would just go, huh? Ah! You just say,
That's good.
shout out Keith Wiseman.
That's
That was a good
so
one.
funny.
That was a good one.
I hope he hears
Yeah,
this
dude.
someday.
I
That's
do.
good.
I do too. That was fucking funny as shit. Yeah. You just all of a sudden you're just like, what the fuck? Ah! Because like you're like thinking like, oh, did like a bug land on my hand? It's like, what's going on here? And there's just like a cock in your hand. You're like, God damn it, dude.
Damn, and he hangs like that?
Dude, he was gifted. It was annoying as shit too, because he was always like a fucking muscle dog too, and he was tall, good looking dude, and like yeah, and like then he had a big ass cock too.
He's a real problem.
It's like, Jesus. Yeah, he definitely was a problem. There's quite a few girls that I would bring around, you know, you're like, oh, these are my friends, blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, they're fucking him. And you're like, God damn it, dude.
Classic.
Like, he wouldn't do it if it was my quote unquote girlfriend at the time. But if it was a girl you're just bringing around that you liked and shit like that, you're like, all right, she met Keith. It's over. Like, God damn it.
As soon as he's like, hey, I'm Keith. He's
Like, you'd think
"Oh,
I'd learn. Like, God
see ya."
damn it. Just batting his eyelashes at her. You're like, son of a bitch, dude.
may as well have just brought her directly to him.
And it used to bum me out even more because they're going to be like, you're like, dude, come on, man. He's like, don't worry. You weren't missing nothing. It wasn't that great. I was like, God damn it. I want to find that out myself, God damn it.
Yeah, and be ashamed on my
You know?
own.
and what's mediocre for you might be fantastic for me. You fucking asshole.
I've had that happen before.
God damn it, dude.
I've spoken to friends about various conquests that we've shared, and like, man, I'm like, I didn't find it that way.
Yeah. It's like a different for each person. I don't give a shit.
Maybe she learned something in her
Or maybe she
absence.
actually wanted to fuck you.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But another funny thing Keith used to do, because he was we were young, we were teenagers, so we're still getting into fist fights all the time, like on the weekends, like going to parties, fighting people and shit like that, just being fucking assholes. He used to get like these dudes like up in his face and shit. He's like, "Oh yeah, well bend over and I'll fuck you right in your ass right now." And would just start saying all shit like that to them.
Damn.
And they would just be like, what the fuck? He's like, I will suck your dick. And just like that. And they would just be like, what the fuck? And he would just start laughing.
Yeah, now what?
Yeah. And like, no one ever was like, oh, you're gay, Keith. He's like, fuck you. I'm huge. I got a big dick. Girls fuck me. I don't give a shit.
Exactly. I have a track record too.
He's like, he's like, I don't fucking get bent out of shape when people say shit about me. He's actually the dude who fucking got me and with confidence and shit's like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna call you fat? I'm like, yeah. He's like, don't people call you fat already? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well then so what?
Yeah, I have eyes. Yeah, I know I'm fat.
Yeah, it's like he's like, then so what? Like we call you fat and we're your friends, and we're horrible to you. And it's like, what can these assholes say that's gonna like actually affect you? And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. And so then like fat jokes just stopped affecting me completely.
I am right.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. And then my friends was like, oh, you're fat. I'm like, yeah, good eyes. I'm like, you have great vision. Good for you, bud. Yeah.
No fooling this guy.
He's like, yeah, like, so what? Like, people are going to call you fat. I'm like, so what? You know you're fat. I know you're fat. So what? It's not like they're telling you anything crazy.
Can't get nothing past you.
Yeah, you know? And then we had a fucking detective on hand. What's up, Lenny Briscoe? Jesus Christ. You got news or we got any of that going on?
I have some stuff, yeah. But I want to get to that in a little later.
Okay.
I'm going to go to my trusty sheet of things I've written down before. Oh, this is good.
Okay.
Does it ever feel like being a burden, being the smartest person in the room or in the scenario? Like you're burdened by like, oh, these people have no idea how stupid they are. I'm the smart one.
Yeah, but you've also got to know when you are the smartest person in the room or if you're just being an arrogant piece of shit.
So you got to read the room too.
Yeah. Because I used to always think that, and then you realize sometimes you're in a room with people that are way fucking smarter than you. Like, oh, so they don't know about your one thing that you know a lot about? Like, fuck off. Yeah, I used to always say to people, like, you ever notice no matter where we go, we're always the coolest people there? That always make you feel good.
I do think about that often.
Like, granted, I know every time I walk into a room, I'm probably a bottom rung person in that room. But just saying to you, like, one of your, like, friends, like, ever notice everywhere we go, we're the coolest people there.
I'm definitely way cooler than these fucks.
And even though, like, you're not cooler than these people, just saying it is fun and funny.
I feel it, though.
Yeah, and it kind of, I don't, ever.
I do.
There's some people I know I'm smarter than, but I don't walk into that situation constantly and I don't think I'm the smartest person there. But sometimes when you go into people that you know are dumb, sometimes you're just like, God damn it, could you just not be fucking dumb sometimes?
In a room full of just squares, though?
I think what bums me out more is when people that I know are smart just say and do really dumb shit. And you're like, like, look, dude, if you had thought about what you were going to say for a split second more than you did, you wouldn't have even opened your mouth for just then. And it's like, come on, dude, like, you've got a college degree. Why are you saying shit like that? No, I don't. No, I don't mean. I know I should be yes-ending you, but
a college degree is also not a marker for
true.
A smart. Like, dumbasses have degrees.
Yeah, but no, I think I've learned at an early age that I ain't shit, so I don't really go into it like that.
A lot of the worst people I've ever met have college degrees, actually.
But think about it. Like, the people that you even clown on, like the Fedora kids and shit like that. They are also going into these situations with their friends saying, you ever notice no matter where we go, we're the coolest guys there? You're like, so they're doing the same thing you are. You know what I mean? And that's kind of funny to me.
Damn.
Like, even though the guy's wearing a fedora and you're like, yo, this guy is a fucking dum-dum. He's a tard, right?
Or they have huge trunks of, like, luggage in their car of their, like, furry costumes and shit.
Yeah, and you're like, yeah. But they walk into the room thinking, I am fucking so above all these people. and they believe it, and that kind of rules when you think about it.
They fly into San Diego with their
Yeah.
and they spend 5 hours getting ready for Comic-Con in their hotel room.
Honestly, those con kids, like, dude, they kind of are the coolest people in the room at that given point. You know what I mean?
At that given point is a big caveat.
So
though.
that's kind of sick for them that they got like that whole fucking long weekend where they're just like alpha dogs, dude. And you're like, fuck yeah, dude, get it. I also feel their pain because I am a comic book guy as well.
I'm also I'm like, what do they do for like a living or like their life? Like, what is your life like?
It's probably just all leading up to that.
Yeah, but or
one time a year they get to go do their thing.
that's if they go to just one though, because there are some of those freaks who dress up and go to all of them. I'm like, what do you do for a living to afford this life?
There was a girl I used to trade comics with over the internet and shit. You know, she would find shit out by her. She was on the West Coast, and I just met her through eBay because I bought some stuff off her. She's like, and I bought like a whole lot of like Fantastic Four comics off her. She's like, and then she hit me up. She direct messaged me on Facebook a couple months after I had bought that lot of her. She's like, I had messaged her. I was like, do you actually have these issues too? Because I would be willing to buy those off you. She's like, no, but I'll keep an eye out. I was like, oh, she'll never respond to me again. And then she wrote back. She's like, oh, I was at this local comic show, which is basically a VFW hall with a bunch of shit laid out. And she's like, and I found them. I got them. What's up? And like, I bought them off her and she sent them out to me. And then like, I was like, well, is there anything you're looking for in case I come across something? And then like, we would trade comics back and forth. But she actually ended up quitting her job to do this. She was a rarely attractive girl, right? But she would do the cosplay shit, like really decent looking, like superhero girl costumes, right? A different one like every year. But she would do like the circuit because all the major cities have San Diego Comic-Con's the big John, right?
Yeah, even fucking Dover, Delaware has one.
Yeah, but even like Chicago, St. Louis, they all have good sized conventions. She would just do that circuit all year round cosplaying. I don't know how that makes money. She tried to explain to me once, but I didn't understand. But that's what she does for a living now, is just dress up as, you know, sexy this girl, you know, and just goes around and does the cons. That's all she does. I'm like, if that's your shit, fucking cool.
The most I could see is like if somebody develops an internet following on their own and they can
she now has an OnlyFans.
Well, they can do that, or they can like even if they don't do like if they don't do nudity, they can do like brand deals and stuff and make crazy money. Or they can make money doing Twitch too and shit.
I know she did make some money because she used to do this thing where she would because she would make her own costumes. It wasn't she was buying shit. She would actually put it together herself.
I almost said that. A lot of those fucking people do that.
Yeah, and
they make that.
She would have YouTube videos. If I remember how to find her YouTube thing, I'll actually give her a shout out in the comments or on the description. But she would do like a step-by-step process of how she found the parts to the costume and then like put it together to make it what it is.
It's pretty interesting.
Because it's all from parts she would find like out at like, you know, like thrift stores and shit. And then she's like, oh, that would look good as so-and-so's gloves or whatever. And then like she would just put it together herself.
Or color it or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. And it was funny though because she's on Instagram now, and you know how we always do language of love, you know, like she's got some real thirsty boys on that thing too. And it's like, Jesus Christ,
damn, maybe she needs to make an appearance on the bit.
Well, I will comment on her shit because like she'll post like stuff of her in the living room dressed up as like, I don't know, Supergirl or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you still got those curtains, just shit like that. And like dudes will actually attack me. It's like, that's what you're fucking looking at, you little kid, and shit like that. I'm like, yeah. They all call you like little boy and shit because you're just saying silly shit instead of talking about her tits.
Yes, because objectifying women in comments is not little boy behavior. It's grown up material. It's grown up behavior.
And I'll do shit like I'll point out like I remember one was, I forget what character it was, but the character has, I don't even know if this is true. This girl has blue eyes. I was like, well, actually, the character has brown eyes. Way to have follow through in your bit. And, you know, and people were just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, just white knighting her. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is great. And she would actually message me. So I was like, would you stop riling them the fuck up, dude? Stop it, dude. But it was, like, gross, too, because she's, like, considerably younger than me. She's, like, a good, I'd say, 12 years or so younger than me. She's probably about your age now. And there was dudes like older than me commenting on her shit like the most like you're like, God damn, dude.
It's like, aren't you old enough to be her father?
Yeah.
And don't you have daughters? Probably.
And it's not like dudes that like, oh, like you don't. If someone was like, oh, that guy's 50, you're like, oh, whoa. No, these guys look 60, 70 years old. And you're like, Jesus Christ. It's like a dude with like Mr. Burns haircut wearing a Doctor Who shirt. Like,
all right, pop up. Let's get you to bed.
oh, God damn it, dude. It's fucking funny.
The pop ups.
Yeah, the pop-ups and the Indian dudes were fucking thirsty as hell on her fucking shit, dude. And I was like, doesn't that bother you? She's like, dude, like, no, because then I did the OnlyFans during COVID. And her OnlyFans there's no nudity.
Those are some of the ones that make the most too, which
It's
is
like
crazy.
It's like the real risque shit, but not to the point of being like, you know, she's not like fucking shoving things inside of her or anything like that.
Now you're practically getting into like burlesque territory at that.
Yeah, shout out Kristen, dude. You fucking roll. I hope you're showing somebody Bob's and Vagine right now. Poor girl.
Please.
Yeah, but somehow she makes money doing that, and so that's fucking sick, you know. But yeah, I think it's because I've always been a low man on the totem pole. I never walked into a group of people with that mindset.
Show please your Bobs.
Yeah. It's actually more fun to walk in a room knowing that you're like the lowest man on the totem pole. It's freeing.
I try to carry myself as that
Yeah.
because I know, fuck. In the grand scheme, I don't have a ton to offer the world, but
I don't know about that.
because I'm just some fuck. I consider myself just some fucking guy.
Yeah,
I'm
but you're
just
still a
some-
Delaware 10.
I'm just some guy though.
Like you're a big city like 6, but you're a Delaware 10. Don't sell yourself short, dum-dum. I mean, you're not funny. Your yes and skills suck, but you're tall, handsome, good head of hair, big penis. You're in shape. Your tattoos aren't totally awful. I mean, come on, dude. You know how to play drums?
This is all visual.
Yeah. Well, drums isn't visual. What? That fucking noise is bugging me.
I don't know what. I don't know.
I think
what
it's my
you're talking-
phone because it sounds like phone interference.
I haven't heard it one time.
I only hear it. It's weird.
Turn it on airplane mode.
I don't think I know.
Swipe your screen down.
Down?
Yeah. See the little airplane icon?
No, I got that.
Well, that's the swipe downwards from the corner
This is thrilling content. Watch an old man be taught how to use his cell phone.
that he's had for a long
This
time.
one? No.
That's the other side.
You'll figure it out later. What else you got? Anything? Because do you have the our friends do cool shit thing?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got something I gotta promote.
Yeah, we may as well do that now, actually.
May 18th, at Round Guys in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. I know, I guess it's fun that I'm playing a place called Round Guys. Cancer Priest is for some reason headlining. Also appearing Lunar Blood, LMI, and Desperate Living. $10 show, all ages. Come hang out, see your boy. Yeah, that's what we got coming up, and then the EP will be out eventually.
That's not the show with the snake on it, is it? Or the flyer, I mean. No, that's a much cooler flyer.
Yeah, I don't. That's the only show we have, so I don't know which one has a snake on it.
It's some other Lansdale show that
Oh.
I've seen.
No step on snack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody posting about.
God damn, it's the phone, dude. The phone's doing it. I don't know why, but the phone's doing it.
Oh, keep it the fuck out of here.
I'm telling you, dude. What? You got some? You said you had some. Our friends do cool shit, right?
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff actually. I need to, first things first.
By the time this comes out, New Splattered Spine will be up.
Yeah.
I think they're dropping it this Friday as when we're recording this, but it should be out by the time.
That's why we promoted it last week.
Yeah, but just reminder to people to go listen to the New Splattered Spine.
Indeed, the
Yeah.
new EP.
Support those dudes, Delaware death metal.
I need to make a correction
Okay.
because that fucking that Fester Decay show got moved around a couple times. The
one Hal's doing, Hal and Ron are doing.
yeah, and the one that Putrescine is on is not happening anymore.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I don't know why, but I haven't seen a peep about it, so I'm not going to promote it anymore.
Sean was too tall.
Mm-hmm. His voice was too sultry.
He was like, "Oh, I'm too tall to enter this building.
Well, that's what happens. You fucking
I'm Sean Krim. I'm very tall and lanky."
that's his belt right there.
That was a perfect impression of him when you think about it.
I thought he was in the
I'm
room.
telling you, dude. I could seriously go. People could probably mistake me for Sean Krim quite a bit.
Well, the resemblances.
Yeah, we both wear glasses.
It's like,
Right?
and you shave, but when you shave your head,
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude.
fucking
Yeah.
lights out. But Friday, May 3rd, Blasphemous Productions presents Fester Decay, Bowel Erosion,
Fuck yeah.
Bait Lom, Anthropic, and Charcuterie.
Yeah. Blasphemous. I thought that was a death sculpted.
I guess it is death
Yeah.
sculpted.
But it's the guys from Blasphemous.
I was posted from the Blasphemous _ official page.
Telling you,
I
man.
think. But yeah, Kung Fu Necktie, $15.
Yeah, dude. Ballerision fucking rips, dude.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
be cool.
Charcuterie is actually really good. The name's silly, but they're fucking good.
I really like that name.
It's a good name.
I gotta say.
Yeah. I like when a band's name actually stands out. Makes you remember them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not just like like fucking adjective body part
Yeah.
like most gore bands.
Yeah.
It's something. It's not creative, but it is a very off the wall choice.
That's what the hardcore needs to learn.
Yeah,
Memorable,
big time.
Memorable band names. It's like, come on. Like, you guys are capable way better than this.
One of the arguably worst names of all time. No one's gonna forget it.
Exactly.
Sangwa Sugar Bog.
It's true. I mean, yeah, it was a meme and shit all over the place, but you remembered their name.
And they put on probably the best show in all of metal right now. So after they play, people are like, I mean, the band was really good.
Yeah.
So, and let's see what day. Wednesday, the following Wednesday, May 8th, at Bonks in Port Richmond, we got Cemented in Fear,
Mhm.
Exit,
Mhm.
and Splattered Spine.
Ooh.
And this band Unchained. That's at Bonks. I guess.
That's Django's band.
I guess till who? Django.
Yeah. Unchained.
Django.
Unchained.
Ah, yes. There it is.
I hit that?
I don't know which one it is.
Oh,
so
you
I can't-
stink, dude.
I haven't programmed it yet.
Insert car crash here.
I'll add
Show
it.
up early and watch Splattered Spine.
I'll
They're
add
great
it in
boys.
post.
Great band.
You don't have to stay till close, but that's
Yeah.
what they always say about that Bonks place. $15
They be bonking over there, dude.
Wednesday, May 8th. Since they'll be too busy to podcast that day. The next day,
Oh.
at Thursday, May the 9th, at the Yuki Club, the Ukrainian Citizens Club in Philly,
Free Ukraine.
Gates to Hell, Vomit Forth,
Ooh.
Corpse Pile, and Rosemary, 6:30 p.m.
Rosemary.
$20.
I hope they say it like that, too. We're Rosemary.
We're Rosemary.
We're Rosemary from down the street. My kids never call. I'm Rosemary.
Yo, did
Yo, what if Rosemary, like the band, if they played too many shows, they would overpower all the shows, like Rosemary the Spice? Sorry, that was funnier in my head.
I was trying to think of another spice to compete, like thyme or
Yeah. Cardamom.
mint.
Yeah.
Maybe some wild mint, maybe some oregano.
Some cumin.
What else we got? Currant.
Current.
Yeah.
Some
but
basil.
shout out Gates to Hell. I actually like, even though I'm friends with someone in that band, I never gave them a fair shake until pretty recently.
You're a shitty friend.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
I mean, it's probably a hard job being a gate to hell.
I know you got so much to keep out and in.
You're like open and close, open, close, open, close. Like you figured they would just not have a gate.
I know it's
Just
like
leave it open, dude.
it's highly energy
Yeah.
inefficient.
I mean, like the gates to hell is probably so creaky just because it gets open so much, dude.
I know it'd be all like. "Err."
How much evil WD-40 do they go through to keep the gates of hell fucking well oiled, dude? Those are the costs that Satan has to deal with, and people don't fucking look at it from his perspective.
Dude, running a business is hard.
Yeah, dude.
There's so much overhead you don't think about.
You know all the intake he has to deal with, records and shit like that.
Personnel,
Yeah,
man.
he's got to keep the gates to hell have to be stocked by that fucking dude with the 3-headed dog, Cerberus. So you got to keep him fed. You got to keep him in his shots and all that stuff. It's like,
That's 3 bowls
Yeah.
of food.
yeah. I don't know if they got to get 3 sets of shots for each head, like,
It is one body.
yeah. I don't know, but still, like, and you know how many Kongs you have to go through? Oh. not to mention the peanut butter you got to put in the Kong for him.
I hope Hell has a fucking.
And head number 2, dude. For some reason, the only dog I know that does not like peanut butter. So you got to have like something different in his. He likes like a nice apple butter or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like some kind of fucking stuck up jerk.
Damn, I hope Hell has a fucking Kong and a Jif sponsorship.
Damn, I hope so too. If not, I think Kong and fucking Jif should get on that shit because.
What are you waiting for?
Cerberus he takes a lot of upkeep, dude.
What are you waiting for? This is Hell we're talking about.
I'm telling you, dude.
These aren't small potatoes.
Dude, like they're doing way more business than an average Starbucks. You know what I mean?
Acme.
You gotta go load it for bear, dude.
Acme, blow me.
You gotta have like hire like some like night watch guys to keep people from going over the gates at night to get out. Cause like, once you're in Hell, you gotta stay there, dude. You can't just leave.
No.
And if one person gets out, then the word spreads around Hell, then everybody figures out how to get out of Hell. Pandemonium, dude.
Yeah, Hell's not big on that.
I mean, Bill Murray told us about it in Ghostbusters too, man.
Yeah, Hell.
Mass living with dogs, mass hysteria.
They hate when people leave.
They do, dude.
What else I got? This is just a cool show. Actually, somebody I know is playing. Monday, May 13th at the Fillmore. Amon Amarth, Cannibal Corpse.
The 13th, and it's at the Fillmore.
Yeah.
Shout out to 13th President Millard Fillmore.
Thanks, Millard. Amon Amarth, Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Frozen Soul.
Nice.
The Metal Crushes All tour. But it's $59
I don't want to go there. I'm going to get crushed.
after fees. No, it sounds scary.
It's like that Travis Scott concert.
Ooh. Too soon.
I'd rather get burned like that Great White Show. What? No.
Hey, too soon.
I'm beginning to sound like a certain show promoter. I should stop that. I should stop that. No.
So that was Monday.
Shout out to all the victims at Astro World and
The Pulse nightclub.
The Pulse nightclub and whoever else.
And 13th President Millard Fillmore.
And whoever else at that Great White Show.
Mm-hmm. And what, Detroit?
I think so.
Anyway.
Shout out to their pyrotech who passed away. We miss you, dog.
It hasn't been the same.
Yeah. Hopefully, he can get us that sponsorship down at the gates of Hell. He can put a word in for us,
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, Ricky, why don't you talk to your guys? We'll talk to our guys. We'll get Kong to set up down in fucking Hell, dude.
Totally a Ricky name.
Yeah. Ricky.
A Ricky guy.
I mean, you figure Hell's probably not that bad for him because he burned a lot, because he burned to death. So it's probably just like, they're like, yeah, you're going to burn for eternity. He's like, whatever, dude. I'm Ricky, bro.
Isn't that the abject point of Hell, though, is to be the worst possible thing? Maybe it's mad cold for him.
Oh, true. Or they just go like constantly putting salves on him to soothe his burns.
Yeah, and it's a room that's like 33 degrees, so he doesn't freeze, but it's just real cold.
Yeah, it's just nippy. And there's no shawl that he could like just put around him to go whoo like that.
At most, there's a fucking not an Afghan, but the an Afghan's the one with all the holes.
Yeah,
that's not warm.
Or he gets like that's the only thing he can sleep with is Afghan. They can't give him like a full sheet, and for some reason the Afghan goes right down to his ankles, so his feet are always sticking out, dude. Mm-hmm. How much does that suck?
That drives me crazy.
You gotta set up a GoFundMe for Ricky, dude.
The Lost Pyrotech.
We gotta get a Kong sponsorship and a Jif peanut butter sponsorship for Cerberus down there. And Ricky, we gotta get him some nice like high thread count sheets.
This isn't some threshold performance shit.
Because he burned off a lot of fucking skin, so he's really susceptible to elements.
It's swathed off.
Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of like rude of us to assume that Ricky would be in Hell.
That's true. Maybe he's an angel from above.
Yeah, he made a mistake, and what was it his fault, or was it the club for not like realizing that he wasn't up to spec and shit?
I think at the end of the day, it falls on the club.
Yeah. So we're sorry to Ricky and his family. I'm sure he's up in heaven, fucking rocking, just fucking helicoptering right now, dude.
With his various salves and his high thread count sheets.
Yes.
Let me see. The next day, Tuesday, May the 14th. Remember the homework that Mike and Sharon brought us? Torture is playing at Bonk's Bar.
Bonk.
Public demonstration, no quarter given, and the first show of Wounded.
Ooh, why won't they give people quarters?
I don't know. It's pretty rude.
I mean,
you got to get on a bus.
What the fuck, dude? Yeah. What if they need exact change and all they have is like a 5 and a single?
What if there's a fucking red gumball in the gumball machine? And you can't get it because these.
Or it's those ones with the little plastic like shells that has like the toy inside of it, and the one you want is right at the mouth of the thing. All you got to do is put the quarter in and open it. It's gonna fucking fall right out, and you get your decoder ring. But no one's gonna give you a fucking quarter. You're like, yo, I'll Venmo you $50. I just need a quarter.
I've got 2 dimes and a nickel. Make the trade.
Yeah. And this band, this fucking no quarter given, they're just like, nah. I mean, they sound like a bunch of jerks.
A bunch of fucking jerks, dude.
Or else they just hate decoder rings. I mean, like, and if you got your reason for hating decoder rings, I don't understand. Everybody's got their, issues. You know what I mean?
I hate decoding.
But show up early, that show, check out Wounded. Great band. Good kid.
Demo of the year.
Yeah.
Last year, I'd say.
Very good.
Where we're going.
Good Delaware out there flexing.
We won't need eyes to see. It's gone much further than that.
Is it Event Horizon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the sample they use. Yeah, shout out Wounded first show. They'll be on the show at some point.
Yeah.
And the last show
We got to stop recording after curfew.
I know.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Dude, do your chores already. God damn it.
Come on, Liam.
Do your chores, bro. Tom and I will come help you with your chores.
Well,
I'll do the dishes. He'll mow the grass, bro. Well, no, we love it. He's a good kid. He's a good guy.
yeah, he's solid.
Yeah.
And finally, Saturday, if for some reason you missed Splattered Spine, Saturday, June 1st at Bonks, Gross, Chained to the Dead, Splattered Spine, and Fuck Tomb.
Nice.
And another band's name I couldn't read. Sorry about that. 7 o'clock.
I think it's Dead Upon Arrival.
I couldn't read the
If I
font.
remember from the flyers I saw.
Yeah.
Fuck Tomb rules. They're really good.
It's a pretty it's a silly name,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have
You
thought
remember
of that. Fuck Tomb.
Chained to the Dead seems pretty inconvenient.
I know.
I mean, unless you're trying to like get like one of those CrossFit bodies, when they just like drag shit. I mean, just dragging like a corpse, that's got to do something to you, right?
Well, those CrossFit people are always pushing sleds around.
Yeah. So what's so
Why
bad about
not?
just dragging around? Yeah.
Dead people are free.
Now, if you go see Chained to the Dead and they're not just yoked, you're like, what are you guys doing? Just because you're chained to the dead doesn't mean you can't drag them.
Yeah, what are you carrying around?
Yeah.
Fucking dead ants? Fucking cheat code.
What? Fucking buried them, dude. They'll never recover from that.
No, I don't
that
think
drubbing,
so.
that drubbing,
No,
that ribbing.
7 o'clock, Saturday, June 1st. Tickets at riotnerdphilly.com.
What? A riot nerd. The worst kind of nerd. He's like, damn, he's like just reading comic books and picking his nose, but then he's also like throwing Molotov cocktails.
Are we flexing our yes and muscles, or are we reaching?
Oh, we're definitely reaching. Yeah. I'm in a silly mood this early in the day.
I know. This is nice.
My silliness goes away around like 4.
Yeah, well, after work and stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of silly shit,
Oh.
did you see that Gypsy Rose is single now?
Gypsy Really?
Uh-huh. She made a post on her Facebook. This is her writing. Gypsy says, "People have been asking what is going on in my life. Unfortunately, my husband and I are going through a separation, and I moved in with my parents' home down by the bayou."
I was like, you didn't move your parents because,
One of them is,
well,
you remember.
Awkward. Yeah.
I have the support of my family and friends to help guide me through this.
I know I killed you, but I need a place to crash.
Can I come home?
Please.
I'm listening to my heart. Right now, I need time to let myself find who I am.
Damn, dude.
She just posted that in sometime in March on her Facebook page. I knew it was too good to be true with that motherfucker.
Do you think there's thirsty comments on that?
Yes.
You think
Yes, there is, for sure, because that's how he got her. He was thirsting after her with letters and shit. And
show murdered Bob's, show murdered vagina.
for a while when they were posting videos together,
Yeah.
he would always like infer or like make an innuendo, like right to her, like right on camera. So
Oh yeah, I remember seeing those. Like somebody was cutting and pasting them to me, and I was like, oh yeah.
I think that's the way to her heart.
Yeah, it's like,
so
I'll murder your mother. Wink, wink. And then eggplant emoji and the water squirting. Yeah.
I'll murder something else
Yeah.
if you catch my drift.
That huss. Yeah. I want to know what he did to get pushed out. Because obviously it's not something on her end, because she's perfect. You know what I mean?
He was probably so annoying.
Like she finally realized like I can do better.
Yeah, I have like a huge following now.
Yeah. Dude,
What a bozo.
I really want to read the comments on that too. Because I just want to get in there and like fluff up all the dudes that are thirsty on it. Like dudes that are like, show Bob's and vagina. I'm like, yo, this guy seems really cool. Show him. Show him your titties. It's like, yo, this guy seems pretty fucking legit, dude. I heard he has a great job.
Also clean that air filter. That's a hazard.
I heard he has a 401k, dude. Yeah, you should hook up with this guy, man. He's really nice to his mom. Well, that's probably not a good point for her. I'll take that one back.
Well, that's not true. It shows good character in a guy.
Dude, how great it'd be if you see some Indian dude on there, like a thirsty Indian dude, just like, I hate my mom too. Show tits. Yeah, like, yo, get it.
I won't put it past him.
Oh, get it, dude. Get it. Oh, shout out to Jip.
Yeah,
Jip money, dude.
go for it, Vidal.
Jip money, dude. Jip money's gonna be fucked. I hope she doesn't find any dude. I hope she just fucking goes out and just fucks a lot, dude.
It's time.
It's her season.
It's her turn. Yeah.
Her season, dude. It's her time to turn the franchise around.
He's always been a fat girl winner.
It's always been a mother murdering winner.
I love that girl.
Get your hair did. You go. I love you, Jip. You're a sweetheart. But it's fun because like it was nice, like because she can find love, all of us can. You know, it gives you hope.
It does.
Gives you hope, dude.
It also gives me hope that even the lid for every pot is not right sometimes.
That's true, man. That's fucking dude bars, dude.
Didn't I learn that?
I mean, we all have a Tupperware part of our kitchen, you know?
The
And
cabinet.
you go through all of it trying to figure out which lid fits. It takes a while, Gypsy. So just apply that to your life and just be patient. And a hero will come along. Yeah, dude. It'd be sick. I gotta pee. And you just see you like fucking looking over your shoulder. I'm like, go to her. And you would just get in your car and drive off into the sunset, dude, on your way to go get her.
To Louisiana.
Yeah, dude. It'd be like when Matt Damon fucking left to go pick up Minnie Driver at the end of Good Will Hunting, dude. I'd be like, yo, I'd make that movie. But then you get to Louisiana and just start fucking dudes. Oh, dude, it would be like, I would do that just to make you a fucking star, dude.
Goodwill
Something
Bunting.
good like that. No, it's good. Goodwill Bunting. I like it. Goodwill Humping.
That's good too.
Yeah. That's probably one of the fun things about becoming a gay porn director is all the
Naming
fun
them.
puns you can come up with.
Yeah.
That's what I would, if I ever got into the pornography business, I would just want to be the guy that titles. Well, they don't really do movies like that anymore. It's just web scenes and shit now, but it would be fun just like when they come up with like parodies and stuff like that, like they used to. I would just want to be the guy that gets to name them. That'd be fun. All right.
That's
nothing.
a creative director.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Well, that's all in your little piece of paper there, sweetheart.
Well, I got some news stories
Oh.
ready for our fucking guests that had to do other things today.
Hey, it happens.
It does happen.
Yeah.
Here's a New Jersey story.
Oh. Someone got ignorant.
Not quite.
Oh.
Well, somebody did.
Fuck yeah.
Voodoo doll, whoopee cushion, denture powder among bizarre trash plucked from New Jersey beaches.
Why is that bizarre?
From Brick, a New Jersey shore beach season is almost there.
It's right around Lynn.
And if last year is any indication, it will soon be time to pack the voodoo dolls, whoopee cushions, zip ties, and denture powder. Those were just a few of the bizarre items plucked from the sands of New Jersey's beaches last year by volunteers with the Clean Ocean Action Environmental Group, according to a report released on Thursday. Nearly 3,700 volunteers picked up and disposed of 176,000 items along the state's 127-mile coastline. Many were mundane and sadly common, like bottle caps, cigarettes, plastic. But then there were oddities, like a 50-pound bag of rice.
Fuck yeah, dude. Wait, it depends if it's like a nice jasmine rice.
That's just a fucking waste.
I know, right?
A Baby Yoda doll.
What?
Severed Barbie heads.
Well,
And then there was the food fryer, Who even brings a food fryer to the beach?
Well,
much less leaves it behind.
Yeah, where are you gonna plug it in?
Yeah, they're gonna get to the beach and be like, "What? There's no outlet."
Who's got an extendo?
Also left seaside were boxer shorts, a bra, bikini, fake eyelashes, fishnet stockings, and a jockstrap, along with a pregnancy test. Result unknown.
Nice.
Cindy Zip is the executive director of Clean Ocean Action, which has carried out beach sweeps at the beginning and end of each beach season since 1985.
Classic Cindy.
They've collected nearly 8.5 million items of trash, recycling what can be reprocessed. Yeah. She called the report a guilt list of our region's worst littering ways. Quote,
that's a mouthful.
I know, I could barely get it out. It's hard, quote, it's hard to fathom, she said, from the quirky to the funny to the really just plain gross. You can't make this stuff up.
She's a real fucking wordsmith, that fucking Kathy.
That's Cindy.
Oh, Cindy. I'm sorry.
Cindy Zip.
Sorry, Cindy. I didn't mean to say that about you.
Nearly 80% of the total haul was plastic in some form. Bottle caps and lids accounted for over 13%, followed by food and candy wrappers or bags, miscellaneous plastic pieces, cigarette butts, and more than 10,000 plastic straws or beverage stirrers. These people are trying to kill these fucking turtles.
Suck it, turts.
But others could only be described as head-scratching, particularly considering that they were left behind on a public beach. Take, for instance, an ample supply of auto parts.
It's like that reminds me of that shit about people throwing car batteries
into the ocean. These included an automobile gas tank, 4 batteries, and a bumper and an air compressor and 24 tires.
Fuck yeah.
At least some beachgoers were well groomed as they littered. Volunteers found an electric razor, a container of body hair remover because there was nowhere to plug in the razor, denture cleansing powder, scissors, and a full-length mirror.
You know why they have the denture cleansing powder? I'll tell you, seriously. You know that whole joke that if you give certain things to seagulls, they'll explode? One of them is denture powder.
I did not know
because it foams and fizzes when you use it. So if you feed it to a seagull, it'll...
like Alka-Seltzer.
Yes, exactly.
There was a dustpan, a Philadelphia Eagles banner, boo, 2 crock pots with lids, and a small refrigerator.
How great would it be if they opened the lid and it was just like a nice steaming thing of like chicken and dumplings? Like completely untouched by anything and still fresh and delicious. That'd be nice, dude.
And of course, there was the leftover food. 6 pineapples and a coconut. A fortune cookie. Just one. A can of tuna and a box of Valentine's candy. That last one just proves that the Jersey Shore beach sweeps are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. They ruined the entire thing.
See,
with that stupid
Cindy was all eloquent.
Soliloquy.
She was so eloquent with some of the shit she was saying. And then they had to fucking ham it up at the end and just ruin it.
With a fucking Robert Zemeckis line at that. Jesus Christ. See, I am
fucking
funny.
Christ, dude. You have your moments. But, damn it. Like, some of that shit, like, why are you shocked by half that shit? Like, zip ties?
I've known Jersey beaches are filthy for my whole life, I think.
You would have the zip tie me to get me to a Jersey Shore. Nothing wrong with Jersey. I just don't like beach.
I don't mind them.
Yeah, I don't like sand. Poser shit.
I was just laughing about this the other day.
Okay.
Like, just to detract a little bit.
Okay.
Speaking of sand, you remember? Did you see the latest 3 Star Wars trilogy?
Yes.
Yeah. Last Skywalker, all the shit.
Yeah.
The second one, number 8, I guess.
Force Awakens. I forget what it's called, but yeah, I saw it.
The part where Luke before Luke walks across the sand and doesn't leave the footprints.
Yeah.
I like how the one First Order guard or whoever reaches down to the ground, touches it, and tastes the ground.
Yeah.
And he goes, salt. Why did he taste the ground? Why would you do that?
Like, they used to do that in movies.
Yeah.
When it was like the Indian guy or the Native American guy was tracking.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I taste him on this.
Blood.
That way. You know, shit like that. Yeah. But it's like, if Luke Skywalker is right in front of you, you found the guy you're after. He's right fucking there, and you're still fucking tasting the sand. How great would it be if you did like the gum rub with it, like.
Well, he's not. He wasn't even. He wasn't even tracking him. I think they were just trying to determine what the ground was made of. It was so strange.
It's easy. It's made out of ground.
Yeah, just
It's
just
ground.
write it off to all ground.
Is it solid? Then shut up. It's like buzz off, dude. Who gives a fuck what the ground is?
Although if it's white white salt and then their footprints are red, that shit was pretty cool.
That was actually a pretty cool scene, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out Luke Skywalker. I wonder what he's up to today.
Yeah, and if you're listening, and I know you are,
Shout out LS. Lukey boy.
Didn't we just talk about Delta Airlines not that long ago, or was
Maybe.
it another? No, it was another airline with
Maybe.
with young Master Dave. But this is a Delta passenger is calling on the airline to change its policies after she says she was escorted off a flight for not wearing a bra.
Damn, dude.
They're hating.
They're hating on the guns.
A Delta Airlines passenger said she was escorted off a flight for not wearing a bra, is calling on the carrier to change its policy. Lisa Archibald was due to fly from Salt Lake City to San Francisco when airline staff said that they took issue with her clothing, a loose white T-shirt. The incident was in January and received some media attention, but Archibald now has legal representation. Her attorney is Gloria Allred. Holy shit!
Damn, dude.
Who has been involved in several
Yeah.
high-profile women's rights cases, including representing women who accused Donald Trump and R. Kelly of sexual misconduct. In a recent letter to the airline's president, Allred said Archibald wasn't questioned when she boarded the plane, but later when she was escorted off by a Delta flight gate agent. Here's a photo
I was ready to go to ask. The titties?
of Miss Archibald as she got on the plane on the left there. It's pretty inoffensive.
Yeah, she doesn't even have like big swingers.
No, they're just like regular people do tits. There's an episode.
Regular people tits.
I think that's the title today.
They're not bladed. You
No.
know, there's no gills on them. They're just regular people tits. Oh, I just burped while I said that. That was
I
fun.
heard that.
That was fun.
Archibald said the employee told her that her outfit was, quote, offensive and revealing. She was allowed to reboard the plane after putting on a button-up shirt that she had tied around her waist. I was targeted and humiliated, she said in a statement. It felt like a scarlet letter was being attached to me. She added, I wore the same clothing to any man might wear. I also have a chest smaller than any man on that flight. Where does Delta draw the line?
Yeah, I'd say she's rocking a heavy A.
Damn, she's throwing stones at dudes with tits, though.
Hey, man, we've deserved it. A lot of years we've been getting away with this shit. As a guy with a tit, I forgive her.
Too long.
I forgive her, dude.
Too long, I say.
On behalf of guys with tits, I forgive you.
In her letter, Allred questioned how wearing a T-shirt without a bra aligned with Delta's policy that removal could be necessary if a person's clothing caused a, quote, unreasonable risk of offense or annoyance. She requested a meeting with Delta's president, Glenn Hausenstein, to discuss a practical solution. A Delta Airlines spokesperson told Business Insider that the airline had contacted the customer with an apology.
As they should. Yeah, I don't... If they weren't out, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, be cool or something.
Like, there's never been, like, some old lady with swingers on the fucking plane.
Ew, the worst kind.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand what they... And who's distracted by A-cups?
Yeah, grow up also.
Yeah, it's like, who's distracted by... I can understand if you're, like, one of those, like, either a grandma with gigantic swingers that are hanging out the bottom of her shirt, or if you're one of those girls that has so much plastic surgery. What's that chick that's married to Ice-T? Like those,
Coco.
Yeah, like those types of things underneath of a white T-shirt. But if you're just like a fucking A-cup queen, what's the problem?
Go about your business, queen.
Yeah. I'll get on a plane with a fucking white T-shirt and be way more offensive than that.
Yeah, watch.
Yeah. Not only are they fucking bigger, they're also hairier. Like, God.
And well, no.
I was just trying to flex on that girl. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, have a little couth.
I should, dude. I'm sorry, my queen.
Yeah, sorry. Shout out Lisa
Shout out Lisa Archibald, dude.
Archibald. And Gloria Allred, so quite
Shout out
frankly.
Glor.
She knows how to fucking chase a bag.
Shout out Glor, dude.
I got 2 more stories.
Oh.
A Kentucky man admits to faking his own death to avoid paying over $100,000 in child support.
I think I know him. He's from Baltimore.
I think he went.
And he's in a very popular band.
I think I went to school with him. A Kentucky man admitted to faking his own death to avoid paying an outstanding child support to his ex-wife, according to a plea arrangement filed
Fucking
in
Barbara.
federal court last month. Jesse E. Kipf, 39, pled guilty to 1 count of aggravated identity theft and 1 count of computer fraud in the U.S. District Court of Eastern District of Kentucky on March 29th, according to the plea arrangement. Kipf accessed the Hawaii Death Registry in January 2023. Oh, our silly goose. What happened? What the fuck? I'm fixing that.
I have mice to mend him. That was my fault. I didn't know my own strength.
Damn.
Sorry.
I'm fixing that.
Back to Jesse.
We need our silly goose back.
Yeah.
He accessed the Hawaii Death Registry system in January 2023 using details of a doctor living in another state and created a case for his own death. He then assigned himself as the medical certifier for the case and certified that case, which resulted in Kip being listed as deceased in many government databases. This is Jesse.
Fuck yeah, Jesse.
The defendant also infiltrated other states' death registry systems using the credentials he stole from other real people. The plea arrangement states the defendant faked his own death in part to avoid his outstanding child support obligations to his ex-wife. His attorney, Thomas Michelli, did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Kip's crimes resulted in more than $195,000 in estimated damages, including more than $79,000 in losses to governmental and corporate networks and more than $116,000 in losses suffered by his ex-wife. He has agreed to pay restitution to all parties he wronged, according to the plea arrangement.
Let's just let that be a lesson. If you can't do the time, don't unleash your slime. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Please.
That's Irrelevant Illiterate at patreon.com.
Patreon.com/IRRANDILL coming
Yes.
at you with bulletproof
Yes.
joking points.
If you sign up for $3 a month, you will be sent a free case of Rap Snacks, which,
It's true.
shout out to a new patron, my buddy Steve Greathouse, who, by the time this comes out, will have his case of Rap Snacks.
Steve, if you're listening to this episode, and we know you are,
Yes.
please write in how those Rap Snacks are treating you.
Give us a full rundown on each flavor, and I will read it on this podcast.
I just scratched myself.
Yeah.
Had to smell it.
Yeah, how was it?
It's fine. It
No
smelled
vinegar in it at all?
smelled like nothing.
Oh.
One of those days.
That's kind
you
of
know?
even more scary when you think about it.
It's a letdown.
It's weird. Like, either, like, if I don't smell like something gross or like some sort of soap or Clint, like something like that, I'm like, what's going on? Something's off.
It either needs to smell like clean or smell like funk.
I won't think like my balls are perfect. I'll think my nose is broken and I can't smell anymore.
And you're having a stroke. And
Yes, exactly.
You're about to die finally.
No, even if I was having a stroke, I'd smell burnt toast. You know what I mean? Hopefully I smell burnt toast soon.
So,
Yeah.
as a lifelong passenger,
Thank you.
you're aware of high HOV lanes on the highway, yeah?
I don't actually know what that stands for.
High occupancy vehicle.
Oh, it's like a carpool lane.
That's another name for a carpool lane.
Okay, gotcha.
Dogs don't count as extra person on Highway 417 HOV lanes.
Says you.
OPP warns.
Damn, OPP? Other people's property?
Ontario Provincial Police
Ah, come on, guys.
are reminding motorists that a dog doesn't count as a passenger to allow you to use the HOV lanes on Highway 417 in Ottawa.
Damn, what if I drive with my dogs?
Exactly. The OPP shared a photo on social media of a vehicle stopped for improper use of the HOV lane on Friday with a dog in the back
If
seat.
you don't show me a picture of a dog riding shotgun in a car, fuck yes. Yes, dude.
He's a cutie patootie.
He's just fucking vibing, looking. He's like keeping an eye on shit.
How can you deny that face?
Yo, fuck Canada, dude.
Canada stinks.
Fucking OPP? Yeah, you know them.
Yeah, a bunch of fucking dog racists.
I'm telling you, dude.
As cute as this pup is, Animals don't count as an extra person
Is
when
his
driving in the HOV lane.
Is the name on there?
No.
His name's Mr. Biscuits.
Dude, Mr. Biscuits never
Yeah.
did nothing to nobody.
Never.
He's an angel on earth.
I agree.
The fine for improper use of the HOV lane is $110 and 3 demerit points on your license. Officers will be conducting extra patrols on the HOV lanes at 417 in Ottawa's West End in the coming days to ensure proper usage. The HOV lanes are designated lanes that can only be used by vehicles carrying 2 or more people and are intended to encourage carpooling and manage congestion, according to the Ministry of Transportation. If you're trying to manage congestion, how about dog parks?
Yeah. Also, quit fucking tying up the side of the road by pulling over a good boys
Well,
and good girls.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, why is that being enforced? Who gives a fuck?
Canadians. That's Canadians. That's
And
fucking
Ontario
who.
is actually like a big city, like a big area. It's not like it's a fucking podunk, is it?
No, Ottawa's a major.
Yeah.
Isn't Ottawa the capital of Canada?
I think you're right.
Well,
So yeah, like you guys don't have murders or robberies or
anything at
anything?
all?
Arson? Some good old fashioned shit or fucking? Like, come on, guys.
Child support fraud?
There you go. Damn, dude.
Just shows where their priorities are, not in the children.
If I had gotten pulled over with that fucking good boy or good girl, I'd be like, yo, don't yell at me. I want you to yell at that face.
Take it up with Mr. Biscuits.
And
there.
and he goes over to Mr. Biscuits and he's like, all right, Mr. Biscuits, you don't really... I can't do this, man.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I
dude."
hope he would quit on the spot.
Yeah.
Mr. Biscuits is all like,
And then, like, yeah. And then you see, like, the fucking... Because it's not even a cop. It's a Mountie. Will just be like... He'll just hand over his badge and his gun. He's like, I've had enough of this. Yeah. It's gone too far. And he hands Mr. Biscuits his badge and gun. Now Mr. Biscuits is part of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And, come on. That movie writes its fucking self, dude. It's free Mr. Biscuits, dude.
what the fuck is that movie called?
What?
About the Mounties.
Super Troopers.
So that's the second one, right?
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
There's another. Well,
Oh, Me, Myself, and Irene, he was a Mountie.
maybe.
Not me. Was it me? Is that the one where he had like 3 black kids that were adopted? No, that's not Me, Myself. What's the one fucking, it's Jim Carrey, and he's got like multiple personalities, and he's got 3 adopted black kids.
That's definitely Me, Myself, and Irene.
Okay, then I am right. Yeah, he was a Mountie in that. Yeah. If I remember correctly. I'm also very stupid.
Now that is all I had for news today.
Oh, God, dude. Oh. Damn, dude. Can't play Is It Euro?
Nah, can't play no shit.
God damn, dude.
We can't do gripping inquiries.
I can if you want.
Nah, save it because they'll be back. These guests will be back
I
soon.
can if you'd like, yeah. I was thinking of just doing like a best of.
Oh, best of inquiries.
Yeah.
That could be.
It would just be, do you cuss?
You ever cuss?
Ever cuss just 10 times, like over and over again. Like a top 10 list. It's fucking sick, dude.
Maybe when we have some repeat guests on, you can do that.
Have we had anybody on 10 times?
10 times?
Yeah.
I think the most we've ever had is Murrow, and he's probably been on 6 times, maybe. I haven't actually counted.
Yeah. So why did I have so maybe like if he does like 10, I'll have to like pull it up and have it be
Top 10
Yeah.
fucking grippings.
exactly.
Wow. That just wrote itself. Top 10 inquiries.
I didn't bring my fucking notebook, or else I would actually go back and look at what his inquiries were
Start
when his
thumbing
first
through.
time on. Because I've looked back at some of them and they're not good. Well, actually, none of them are good, but it's way different. It's like, oh, what's your favorite kind of dirt, you know, and just not.
I like the ones that are really long, and then at the very end, it's just like, anyway, what do you feel about this?
Dude, we did it last week, and I kept bringing up, do you know any place to find copper?
Yeah.
And one of the last questions on the gripping inquiries was, imagine your name is Dustin. Now, Dustin, do you know where to find any copper? And it got zilch. I was so proud of that one, of the misdirect and everything like that, right? Because I had done the misdirect of, do you know where I can find copper? Like 3 times in that one Gripping Inquiries. So when I brought it back, I was like, this is going to
That deserved more.
I was like, this is going to kill. And Gerard and fucking Travis just stared at me like, no, we don't know where to find copper. Like,
Or no, Travis kept referring to his fucking job site over and over. We get it. You're on a job site.
I should have kept the one about copper away from a guy who was a fucking pipe fitter.
I know.
I didn't think that one through. That's on me.
The irony. Well,
That's fucking on
you know what? You were going too on the nose.
Yeah. Travis, you stink. Gerard, you're great. Travis, you stink.
Gerard is all personality,
Yeah,
man.
dude, he is. He's a sweetheart.
No wonder he's the most famous bartender in Baltimore.
Most famous bald guy. I was like, really? Oh.
I was gonna say Baltimore. Like I was gonna say Baltimore before bartender. I think.
What's else on your little piece of paper, dude?
This is my homework.
Oh, is it homework time already?
I think it is.
Time is just flying, bro. Now,
well, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
fucking bars, dude.
No, I'm saying.
I like that. Oh, wait a second. I do have one thing real quick.
Oh, please.
Yeah. This goes back to Daily Jocularity.
Nice.
Recurring segment here.
Damn, I have some too. Fuck.
Do you have them on you?
Nah, next time.
Oh, yeah, next time's fine. Fuck. Come on, stupid. Okay, there it is. Now, I only have one, and it's from our buddy Ross the Gramps, he's going out of pocket these days, dude.
He's
a real fucking lone wolf. I don't know what's going on with him.
He's not simpatico with nobody.
And this one isn't even jocular. You know what I mean? But this is more of a thinker, dude. Are you ready for this shit? It's just text, right?
What up?
When I gave a fuck, I was taken for granted. But when I said fuck it, I became the bad guy.
Dude, always. You can never win.
You ever find yourself in that situation, dude?
Too often. All too often.
I'm telling you, man. And you're just like, damn.
I do just be like, fuck.
Yeah. Damn, fuck. Or both, right?
Mm-hmm.
God damn, dude.
Some days it's a fuck.
I hope he's doing well, because I think maybe in that day he was just like, going through some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Some days you're the hammer, and some days you're the nail.
Even when you're a Rostagramps.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, things have worked themselves out.
Damn, man.
I won't rest until he actually listens to this podcast. I'll bring him on one day. I'll be like, yo, what do you think about Democrats, dude?
And go.
And then you and I'll just leave here and just let him go. Yeah, just turn on. It's like Hillary and just walk out. See how he goes.
Hit record and just leave.
He'd be fucking great. He's so good. Now, every week, Tom and I give each other a record and a comedy special to listen to and report back on the following week. And we also ask the guests that come on this podcast to do the same as a way to expose people to new music and new comedy that they may or may not have heard before. This segment's called Homework. Last week, we had Gerard and Travis of the band Bleak Shore from Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get into what those guys brought to the table.
Yeah, luckily they only brought us a laundry list of shit to do. Well, I guess this is apropos. There's only 2 of us, so.
I don't remember who brought what.
You say this every week.
I don't,
Every week you say this.
I always feel like I'm getting it wrong, though.
Well, when people assign stuff.
I do it in order. But for some reason, it's like, I don't think Gerard gave me that. I think he gave me the other thing. And
well, here's an idea. When people assign you stuff, put their name next to it.
Nah.
Why nah?
I don't know, because I'm just being a difficult Nelly.
Well, again, this will just fall on you, not me. So
fair enough.
Gerard brought us 3 records. The first, I'll start first with the Lower East Side Thugs. Still Angry, Still Hungry.
I didn't do that one.
Damn. I guess you'll have to ride on my coattails then.
I thought he brought us De La Soul.
He did.
And then also Hammerhead and Bethlehem, right?
Nah, Bethlehem was Travis.
That was a Travis brought us. Oh, I'm fucking up bad right now.
Yeah. Where are you at right now?
Yeah. Fuck me.
Oh, well, I'll start with Lower East Side Thugs since you didn't do it.
It's not even on my fucking list.
I called it Whoa Whoa Singy Punk. It sounds like skate video music, repetitive riffs, if a song has one riff that goes on for far too many minutes, I have to hit next.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's 3 minutes in and the song is 6 minutes long and it's been one riff, next. The only way I can describe this is street punks who probably love the Smiths. I don't know why. And in fact, there are entire halves of songs that just go whoa with one riff. Fucking goose egg. I gave it a fucking 2.
Did you ever notice the whoa never changes in that style?
No.
Like
No, it doesn't.
it's never like whoa or anything like that.
It's just the one.
It's just like there's only one whoa. It's like couldn't even like do a different inflection on the what if you did just like whoa like that, you know? That'd be different.
Of all the woes out there, they're pigeonholing themselves with just the one.
Yeah, go high on one, go low on the other, switch it around the next time, you know. Try some new things, guys. Yeah. I can't believe a band with Lower East Side in their name isn't good. Shout out to LES Stitches, who also stink. He also brought Hammerhead.
Hammerhead, Ethereal Killer.
I went on record.
You were a Hammerhead fan before this.
I still am. I just wrote The Riff Dogs, Ugly as a Mug, 9 out of 10. I love this record. And so I'll just pass it off to you.
When I heard the opening riff, I didn't expect that voice to come out. That's for sure.
Yeah. What were you expecting voice-wise?
I don't remember.
Okay.
If this is what Piss Jeans was going for, they missed. This is much, much better.
Oh.
It's a little funky. It's a little Husker Du. It's a little Sonic Youth even.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. I enjoyed the whole record. 7 out of 10.
Wow. I honestly
quite enjoyed it.
Did not see you enjoying that.
Well, it was done well enough that I can enjoy that style.
Yeah. Oh.
If that record was on streaming, I'd keep listening to it, I think.
Yeah. Their other records are pretty good too. So
yeah,
if you're ever feeling adventurous, go for it.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah. I'm actually shocked that you like that. Look at you growing up. This little guy.
I like stuff.
This little guy. He also brought us
De La Soul.
Balloon Mind State.
Balloon Mind State.
Mine's pretty simple and quick. No thanks.
he
1 out of 10.
He called it something else, and it confused the shit out of me. And when I searched for Mind State, I was like, "Oh, he means this the record that's like huge."
Yeah.
You just said nah.
Yeah.
That's very
well, it's like
very cracker of you.
Well, touche, but it's just like I've heard De La Soul since De La Soul was a band. Like I've heard them a million times, and it's just I get nothing out of it.
Damn, since they were De La Mind and Body.
They start off De La Mind, and then they like their tougher stuff. They became De La Body. You're like, oh shit, dude. And then when they started like becoming more like religious and
more namaste.
Yeah, like that's when it becomes, you know, the Thinking Man shit was De La Mind. You know, this is their more spiritual shit.
Yeah,
yeah. It's just like, especially that style of rap, like the real hip
hop
rap. Like they're kind of hippies too.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's kind of like I get nothing out of it.
They definitely wear beads.
Like I don't care if it's on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I'd say that too.
It's just like you might as well be showing math to a pigeon. It's like I get nothing out of it.
I just called it feel good vibey hip hop. The first song Eye Patch goes, "Yo, what's up? I'd like to give a holler to Big 47 in the Okanoni or whatever the fuck, and I bring an income into my baby girl Twyla in White Plains, and all my people's out in Delaware."
Oh.
I also like to give a shout out to all those rappers who dissed us on record, and I want to let you know you're still whack.
Ha, got him.
Fucking bars.
Got him.
I said nothing wrong with it. It's just not my thing all the time.
Yeah.
This is top tier. Put the music on at a party or cleaning the house, but I'm not gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
Like if that was on at a party, no problem. I don't care. It's fine. But I gave it a 5.
Yeah.
It's good, but I'm not gonna put it on for myself.
Let's save the comedy special he brought for the back end, and just go through Travis's music.
Wait, who brought it? Brought what?
Because Draw brought the special, right? Or was that Travis bring it?
What was the special?
Kyle Kinane's Dirt Nap.
We talked about that with them, but nobody brought that. But we should save that until after the guests anyway, because I didn't watch it yet.
Oh, fuck! I wanted to talk about it.
We'll talk about it then. Actually, just talk about it now. Fuck Travis.
I brought my two favorite punchlines. He was talking about there's a bit he's talking about he's moved into the suburbs, right? And like to be like ingratiate himself on the neighborhood people, he gave out full bars of candy.
Hell yeah.
Halloween, right?
Fuck yeah.
And he's like but he wasn't realizing that a guy looking like him with no kids moving in the neighborhood, like sitting on his front porch advertising that he had full bars, how it would look to other people. And he's like, yeah, I'm just out there on the front porch. And I'm saying, well, how do I know if you're Spider-Man if you don't come closer? And that, you know his delivery. And how he's like, how do I know you're Spider-Man if you don't come closer? And I was like, God damn, you're good.
That's fucking great.
And he was talking about another one that fucking caught me off guard. It was hilarious. He was talking about how he was making he like was living with his parents for a little while during the pandemic, and like his dad watched him fix himself a cup of coffee, and like he's like I put milk and sugar into the coffee, and my dad just looks over at me and goes, "Why don't you just put a dress on it?" And I was like, great. That fucking rules.
That's fucking good.
Props to Kinane for fucking having a special out a year after the last special.
Dude, he can't be stopped.
And it's a 10 out of 10 special. It's in the contender for special of the year. I've said that a lot, but it's really fucking good.
I mean, the people that we're fans of have been putting out some crazy good shit this year.
I was kind of skeptical going into it because it's like an hour 12.
I know.
Which is like, but dude, it flies by.
All right.
Yeah, so you don't notice that it's an hour 12. It's so good.
When I was just watching comedy on my own just to like possibly find shit to bring to the show, I was watching the Brian Simpson special on Netflix. Yeah. And it's like an hour 11.
It feels like an hour 11.
And I found myself checking the time, and I was like, oh my God, it's only a half an hour.
And that's a bad thing for a special to check the time.
Yeah.
But like when he, because he has that style just
I
like
fucking love that dude, but
just who, Brian Simpson?
Yeah, but it's just
it's a disappointing special.
Yeah, I was not.
Yeah. He does it. I think he has a 15 or a 30 on Netflix.
The stand-ups.
Yeah, and it's really
Season
good.
3 or something.
His is really good.
It was really good.
Yeah, and I was kind of hoping it was like be like that, but it's not. But yeah, the Kinane special, it's classic. His like long-winded rants of just pure silliness.
How am I gonna know you're Spider-Man?
How do I know you're Spider-Man if you don't come closer? That's
so good.
Even though I spoiled it for you, you'll fucking crack up when you see that part. There's other tags on that, like things he said too, but that's the one that fucking cracked me up.
Good.
Dude. Just all right, let's
get into Travis now.
Yeah, let's get into Trayvon's fucking music.
Let's start with Bethlehem actually. Dictuous te Necker, whatever.
Yeah.
As Travis described it, singer crazier than a shithouse rat. I cannot stop laughing. Of course, I listen to this as I wake up after a night I slept a solid 4 hours. So I was like really sleep deprived when I listened to this, and I just couldn't stop laughing my fucking ass off at this record. No matter what I turn my volume down to, it's still too loud. The second song, about 2 minutes in, I hear a sample that's like running water. Yeah, and I was like, hey, Dennis, hopefully they're drowning, right? And if I'm putting on a straight up black metal record to listen to, this ain't it. I'm fucking 2.5 at the most.
Okay. All right. Bethlehem, Dictuous, whatever. This fucking treble gremlin horseshit can buzz right the fuck off. 0 out of 10. The comical vocal delivery is the only redeeming thing about that.
Funny.
And it's just like, no, this guy is taking this seriously.
Yeah.
This stinks. It sucked. It was a really fucking dumb record, and I look at people who like this record and question them severely. I'm like, what is fucking wrong with you?
Travis says,
"This is horseshit."
Yeah, that guy
sucks.
Crazier than a shithouse rat. And I was like, wow.
That's the only thing that sticks out on that record. It's just nothing like they're treble gremlins, dude. It's just nothing like like this stinks. This fucking it's offensively bad.
This
You know, I was like, I use it overused a lot. Oh, it's inoffensive, whatever.
is the other side.
Is offensively bad. I'd rather them be offensive for like reasons like awful reasons, rather than just being poor at making good music. It sucks. Which one of his other things do you want to get into first?
Let's talk about Whispers first.
Okay, I'll go first this time.
Yeah.
All right.
That's called a volley for those
Yes.
who don't know.
Damn, we're industry as fuck, bro.
I'm good at this.
Whispers rock bondin. Don't know what it means, but I'm fucking here for it. Some pretty solid.
Who's dropping pots and pans down the stairs?
Who's naming their kids anyway? Some pretty solid kickback H8000 Eurocore vibes.
My first note.
Pretty paint by numbers as far as ideas, but with enough energy and songwriting ability to make that not an issue. I actually like how they never went too meatily like a lot of the 8000 bands did back in the day, and kind of dotted back enough to still, keep the song punishing. It was a really good record, 7 out of 10.
Wow.
I enjoyed it.
Our reviews are so similar. I thought I accidentally put kickback on, but more musically coherent, I guess. The song Chaos Breed goes hard. Entomb song titles and kickback song titles. What's happening here?
Yeah.
Competent, inoffensive metalcore. If one of these songs sneaks into a daily mix, I might not even skip it. 7.5.
Did you catch where they're from? Because I did not. I forgot to really look. I'm sorry. But yeah, I was into it. I was like, this name is dumb. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, oh, please don't. And they started doing, I'm like, oh, please don't overdo. Oh, okay. They stopped. This is good. I like it.
It must mean something. I just don't know what it is.
It reminds me of, like I said, the 8000 bands, like your Liar, Length of Time, Congress, and shit like that.
Fucking love Congress.
But a lot of those bands went too far into the and then like it would lose you. This actually is the perfect balance of that. It's enough of that for those fans of that to be like, yo, this is cool, but it also stripped back enough that like people that aren't into that are like, this is still pretty raging.
I've heard a total of maybe 15 seconds of Archangel before.
Archangel sucks.
Is Archangel 8,000?
No, but
or are they just Euros?
They're just Euros.
All right, never mind.
They're from the same area, but they weren't part of that whole hate, because that was actually what they labeled themselves as back in the day, like Liar, Length of Time, and all them, and all those bands like shared members and shit too. So it was like a scene.
8,000 was like a record label, wasn't it?
No, it was just like
something?
their scene. There's a lot of comps and shit.
Okay.
Like the 8,000 Volume 1 and shit like that. Yeah,
8,000 shit is cool.
And it was all like those 3 bands and like all their side bands and shit like that.
Shout out to Garrett for putting me on 8,000 shit a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Congress specifically.
Yeah, that was when metalcore was actually really,
fucking
really
solid.
Good. Really, really good.
Finally.
Go ahead.
Yeah. He also brought us Elder's Innate Passage.
Yeah.
I'll start this time.
Go ahead.
5 songs, 53 minutes. What the hell? Sounds like Diet Dream Theater.
What the huh?
Fruity prog, even. Normally, synth metal is secretly a cheat code for me, too. But I said, nah. I literally have for a long time to music like this and enjoyed some. I hold it to a really high standard also, but this ain't it. Maybe this album is too subdued or whatever, but nah. 2 out of 10. Sorry, Travis.
Also, I think he knows this band, and the fact that I was like, yo, no friends.
No friends.
Yeah,
I think he just loves them.
He really does.
Because he's always posting about Elder.
It's fucking weird.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But, I like stuff too.
Elder, Innate Passage. Some of this is pretty chill, spacey rock type shit, but too much of it is, to quote the Bard, Thomas J. Alderson, sound guy rock. Rush sucks. Rush has always sucked and will continue to forever suck. Throw that keyboard into the fucking ocean of Lou Gehrig's disease. This blows 1 out of 10. Well, this started off, I was like, okay, it's kind of spacey, like, 70s style rock. This is kind of neat. And then the fucking Rush keyboards came in. I was like, fuck you. Like this, like, I was like, God damn it, dude. And like,
Rush didn't even ever go that hard on keyboards and
this
synths,
was fucking terrible.
Dream Theater is the band who goes harder with keyboards.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know my prog rock.
It's not it's a non-musician thing. It's not your problem.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not a musician if I had to sit and listen to this horse shit.
It just scratches our brains a little
This
differently.
sucks fucking bear dicks. Do you want me to do comedy or music first?
Let's both do comedy first.
Okay. Do you want me to? Okay, I'll start.
Yeah.
Ron White. If you
Yeah.
quit listening, I'll shut up.
Shut up.
Not 2 eye holes like these other sluts. 8 out of 10. What I love about him is he came up as one of the blue collar comedy tour guys, one of those 4, and the other 3 guys all were like slogan comics, because Foxworthy had "Get Her Done." Larry Cable has "Get Her Done." Foxworthy had "You Might Be a Redneck." Engvall had "Here's Your Sign." Ron White kind of always relied on his material and his jokes, and I think it shows that he's still a respected comedian to this day, where the rest of these guys, yeah, they're still making money, but they're fucking Vegas acts.
Yeah, you
know
don't
what
hear
I mean?
you don't hear them rereferenced.
Yeah, no one ever will say,
In fact, if they are referenced, it's as a punchline.
yeah, no one ever say, oh, well, my comedy Mount Rushmore is Bill Engvall. No one's fucking saying that. But there's some people out there, one of their Rushmores is Ron fucking White. And I think it's just due to the fact that he never relied on a slogan or like some stupid shit like that to sell his specials. He was just funny, solid joke writing. And he never and his joke writing gets better with age. He changes with the times. He's not one of those stuck in the past comedians. Like, even though he's old as fuck, right?
He's 60-something. Yeah.
His shit is still somewhat fresh material. Like, yeah, some of it comes off a little dated because he is an older guy, but it's
still relevant.
It's still relevant, and it's still somewhat fresh comedy. It's not, and he's not one of those dudes that bitches and complains about, the state of comedy. Yeah. He's just the guy who's like, I'm just going to get up here and tell my fucking jokes and let that speak for itself. And I got nothing he is to the blue collar comedy comedians what Bernie Mac was to the kings of comedy.
I've heard somebody make that comparison before too.
And it's just like, yeah. Whereas the other guys may have been more famous, Ron White's more respected. You know what I mean? And whereas Bernie Mac is like, yeah, Steve Harvey may be way more famous than Bernie Mac, but Bernie Mac will be on tons of people's top comedians. No one's favorite comedian is D.L. Hughley.
Bernie Mac is in my top 5 for life.
Yeah, D.L. Hughley will never be in anybody's top 5. He won't even be anybody's top 10.
Not even top 20.
Yeah, so
so
Bernie and Ron White are like the two that their shit, and even if you listen to their old stuff, it still holds. It's somewhat timeless. Even though the references might be a bit dated, it's still timeless comedy. And Ron is still out there killing it. He's not a jaded old fart like a lot of these other guys are. Even guys who are way younger than him, looking at you, Jim Brewer. And it's just he just rules. He's just such a fucking comedian. He's what you want out of a comedian. And I like the special.
Yo, and speaking of Ron and Your Mom's House, he did Christina P's solo pod Where My Mom's At. It was a fucking great episode.
It's just funny how she started out like other comedians that were also parents, but now it's just dudes.
Just friends.
She got dudes on. Do you want me to do your music assignment, or do you want to go with what I brought you?
I'll do comedy first, but
okay.
But first, I think I'm gonna put a hinge on this dude's head so he can bob his head like that.
Constantly though?
How sick?
So he's always agreeing with us?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Laughing even.
Look at you, arts and crafts, dude. I like that.
You brought me a special that just came out 9 months ago, 7 months, or was put out.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny DeForest. Don't you know who I am? I'll be nitpicky. I could have done without a 2.5 minute intro, but
yeah.
Also, it may be corny for comics to have songs about comedy the same way it's corny for a hardcore band to have a song about hardcore.
Agreed.
But his intro song was fucking cool.
Yeah.
First of all, 9 or 10 minute opening story. Put pennies in your mouth to beat the breathalyzer. It's a lie. You'll just go to jail with a mouthful of cup holder change. Also, girl roommate walking around fixing everything. Hey guys, what's all this over here in the corner? Oh, that's just corner trash. We've tried everything to get it out. We smoked weed at it. We beat it in PlayStation. It won't leave. We don't know what to do.
I forgot we beat it in PlayStation. I forgot about that one.
And his nickname, Closer, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I'm glad you like
I wish he was still alive, dude. That dude.
yeah, and that shit was up for 2 months and then he died.
I literally commented on that video with my own account. I was like, "Wow, he went out on a fucking high."
Yeah, it sucks that what happened to him, but yeah, he went out on a banger. So good on him.
What a good special that was.
He has another one that's like a quick one that's also really, really worth watching. I forget the title off the top of my head, but I'll
It has the black and white thumbnail. I know the one.
Yeah. Yes. You're 100.
I think it's from 2019 or some shit.
He's great, and it sucks. Well, it's great. It's cool that he had a great special as his legacy,
Man.
but it sucks that he had to cash out so early when he probably had a lot of great shit still in him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to Kenny DeForest, dude. R.I.P., dude. You brought me a record I was very familiar with, and a band I was really familiar with. One second thought. I'm just going to paint a picture for you and let that do the talking about this record.
Mm.
It's One Second Thought, self-inflicted, which I think was actually self-released. You know, that was good on them.
98, I think.
Right. About, yeah. A 5X Mark Echo shirt, cargo sweats, one pant leg rolled up to the knee,
For sure.
flat cap, and a pair of batting gloves. 7 out of 10. They're from Queens, and they are Queens. If Queens was a band, there you go.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, we're from Queens. But dude, like musically, it's nothing that's going to earth shattering, but it's just really competently done. And this is back when it was called tough guy hardcore, and not
Beat down.
whatever it's called now, whichever different name it gets every week. And
They were Castle Heights before Castle Heights was Castle
they were
Heights.
honestly one of the house bands of that scene, but they were always really. This record's good, but live even better. They were a really, really good live band, and the reaction they got at the hometown was always good. But they didn't really leave much, which I think was a detriment to them, which sucks because they're really competent and really good band. And yeah,
I've never heard one person ever talk about them.
yeah, because I think it's due to the fact that if they did leave, it was to go to another borough or North Jersey.
So they're really traveling.
Yeah, so it's like, I think if they would have, I'm surprised they didn't even like a lot of those bands that wouldn't leave New York back in the day would still somehow pull off a 2-week Euro tour. And like One Second Thought never even did that.
New Yorkers are like that,
It's
man.
weird.
20 minutes to a New Yorker may as well be a fucking a day.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, maybe they just couldn't get their shit together or whatever. But
I don't know.
I don't know much about them. I never actually knew the dudes or anything like that. But yeah, they were always a fun band to watch. And they're, really good, just late 90s New York hardcore. And yeah, it's a good record. I think everybody should go check it out if that's your bag. And even if it's not, it's one of the better offerings of that genre to go check out.
Yeah, it's cool.
It would have been sweeter if they would have done more. I don't know, maybe people get hype on them and they'll do a reunion or something.
Maybe. I don't see it, but
Yeah, probably not.
anything's possible,
I don't even think any of those dudes are still involved in playing music.
I wonder how many are even alive,
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Now,
I'll get into what you brought me then. You brought me, you could call this a classic record of a band of this genre. That's Devourment's Molesting the Decapitated. Short, but opening sample, perfect. Post-mortal corpophagia and self-disembowelment are the tracks. It's kind of one-noted, but I guess that's to be expected with this genre. Devourment is a blueprint of this genre, and although at one point I was checking how many songs were left in the album, but it was only the last 2.
yeah.
I gave it a 7.5.
Yeah. Anybody that writes off quote-unquote slam metal, you're not listening to the right bands.
Nah.
And if you want to know what the band of that genre is, it's Devourment. Where they don't give a shit about technical prowess, even though they are technically proficient band.
They are.
They just like, let's just make this as heavy and as brutal as fucking possible. They fucking rule. And that's like the classic of that genre, is that record right there. And I think as soon as they fucking released it, they broke up. Then got back there like years later. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good.
It's a great record.
For what it is, it's very, very
Their
good.
other shit's really good. Everybody should check that out as well.
Yeah. What do we got this week?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first this time.
Hold on. Let me pull it up. Now, this is going to be a little different. This is all records. I was on recently because one second thought got me into doing this. Because I was thinking about the same thing I just brought up, how they would have killed in Europe, right? So then I started listening to all the because Europe had this, specifically like England and the surrounding areas, had this thing where for a while all European bands sounded like New York hardcore or New York hardcore light. You know what I mean? It was all like the same shit, but just overseas. Mm-hmm. And so I fell into the wormhole of all those old bands of that genre that I loved and re-listening to the records. So I've came up with 3 releases I want you to check out.
Okay.
One of them is a 3-way split. And it is a split by a band called Diction. I'm sure you know how to spell that.
Mm-hmm.
Kartel, but with a K. And Ninebar.
I know Ninebar.
I want to preface this by saying the Ninebar stuff, not so good. The other 2, I think, still hold up. It's a 3-way split. I don't believe it has a title
Doesn't
of any
have a
sort.
name?
No.
All right.
Another is a band from the UK called Prowler. And the album is called Strictly 3.5. What that means, I haven't the foggiest. And then the next one is the token spooky one. This band's called Special Move. And the record's called Dark Overlord.
I was hoping it'd be called 360 McTwist, but
Dude, that would be pretty fucking sick, dude. I don't know if anybody's that sick enough to have that.
Special Move, and it's called what?
Dark Overlord.
Dark.
Honestly, I think all these are on the same fucking label. I think at least 1 or 2 of them's on Ruction.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I fell into that wormhole, so I figured that's what I was going to bring to the table.
Ruction has some solid heavy
They do.
shit.
Those early fucking Knuckle Dust records? Jesus Christ, dude.
I've also found records later in life that I'm like, this came out on Ruction? Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude.
I don't remember. I forget what the
There's
last
some
one
U.S.
was.
bands, like their Euro versions of the American releases, like were also released on Ruction in Europe and shit like that, when that was still a thing, before every label had worldwide distro.
Mm-hmm.
It was easier to get worldwide distro than it was back then.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got for me this week?
Oh, that's it? Just 3 music? Okay.
Yeah,
I've got 2.
I figure that's enough, unless you want me to give you a special.
I'm cool.
Okay.
I've got 2 comedy specials to give you then.
Oh, cool.
This one just came out yesterday.
Is this? It's not the one that we're gonna sign for just.
Nah, that came out today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. Before I even get into
We'll bring it up at the end.
Okay. This came out yesterday on Netflix.
Okay.
That's Neil Brennan.
Oh.
New special, Crazy Good.
Hopefully, it's not one of his one-man show ones.
It is not TED Talky.
Nice.
I will say that. And I won't spoil anything else. But I listened to it walking the dog yesterday, and yeah.
I think he's genuinely really, really funny, but sometimes he's just a little up his own ass.
It's
I think California did that to him.
I was worried it was going to be like that in the beginning, but it quickly turns around and it's funny.
And as TED Talky and, somewhat one-man showy as Three Mics and Blocks were, they still had solid jokes in there.
Yeah, Blocks was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
And the other one, I have a short-ish, a half hour from somebody you brought to me from a Don't Tell before, and that's Katie Hughes.
I was going to put that on my list too.
It's called Double Feature.
Yeah, I just added it to my queue of watch later.
Mm-hmm.
She rules.
I watched it yesterday.
I can't wait. I'm excited. Now we also
almost didn't recognize her.
I haven't seen.
Well, you'll see.
Yeah. Since
we're both mutual fans of this comic, Nathan McIntosh.
He brought
you brought me Money Never Wakes.
It was my special of the year of last year.
That's right.
And it's like he's fucking great. And like it was kind of beyond the nose for Tom to bring this to me because I would just see it anyway. So we're both bringing it to you guys and to each other because you've already saw it on Punch Up Live.
I saw it this morning.
But it releases on YouTube
tonight.
So by the time this comes out, it'll be out.
It'll be out, yeah.
It's on YouTube. It's Nathan McIntosh Down with Tech. So that's like a group blanket homework assignment for everybody.
Mm-hmm. mutuals,
Yeah.
if you will.
I fucking love this dude.
Macintosh has a way of like taking a premise or like a subject, unlike a TED Talk, and he can just fucking turn over material.
Yes.
Wow.
And the thing is, like, I love him. I love his clips and everything. But no, as soon as I found out his special was coming out, I stopped really watching his clips because I didn't want it to be part of the special and ruin the jokes for me.
He didn't post a single one from
Really?
the special.
Nice. Nicely done.
Not one.
And I know it's corny, but for some reason, the fact that when you repost his clips, he will personally reach out to you and go, hey, thank you very much for reposting that.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's like, may not seem like much, but it really endears a comedian to you when you know that they actually give a fuck that people are reposting their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout out to the comedian Wilfred Padua, who's another great one. I think I brought his Don't Tell to you as well. He does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking funny. Everybody should check his stuff out too. He's a great Don't Tell comedy special. And I don't know if I brought it up in here before, but it's worth checking out.
Not a grandpa, but his name is Wilfred.
Yeah. He's weird. He doesn't look like a Wilfred either. Or a Padua. But that's all I've got. And we'll be back next week.
Yeah, patreon.com/IRR and ILL.
Yeah.
Patrons are fucking coming in, man. It's
Yeah, dude.
fucking weird. It's cool, though.
Yeah. Like I said, Mike Murrow will send you a case of Rapsnax if you sign up for the Patreon.
This came up in our dildo recital group.
Yeah, go ahead and tell.
Our dildo recital group chat, but we both agree that we hope to reach a point in life where Mike Murrow is destitute from sending too many people rap snacks.
Where his wife threatens to leave him because they can't afford to go on vacation, but he's got to send out Rap Snacks on
Michael,
a weekly basis.
I will fucking leave you.
So we want our Patreon to grow, not because it's something for us, that we can, hey, maybe this will actually put money to like give us money and shit like that. This is like, no, we want the Patreon to succeed. So Mike Murrow fails because that's how we do. That being said, he will send you a free case of Rap Snacks,
and that's how
if you sign up.
That's how we get back at the Italians.
To patreon.com/IRRANDILL. Up, is it up now? Well, up by the time this comes out. The Drunken Guess Who was up there. It's up. We finally followed through and did it, and we have other cool shit we're planning later on. I don't know if you want me to spoil it. The next idea. Are you smarter than a dildo?
Ah, yes.
Are you smarter than a dildo trivia challenge? Maybe Larry will actually stick around for this one.
We got a couple road pods coming up next month.
Yeah. A lot of things coming up. Go check it out. There's a lot of other stuff there. New episode, extra episode every week.
Rough Justice.
We got a couple other dumb ideas we're going to put up on there soon. So it's a good time.
Listening parties. We got a bunch to get through.
Listening parties, yes.
We'll probably have another one coming up soon, actually.
Standing 69, me and Tom. Yeah.
Spoiler, I'm the bottom.
Yeah. Well, that's because, logistics. Your dick is bigger.
I'm also stronger.
You are strong. You're so strong, dude. Look at his arms, dude. Look at you. You're a big fella, aren't you? You're a big guy. Aw, he's a big guy. Thanks.
You.
My life